How y'all doing?
I was good till I seen that goddamn hat.
Oh, man,
Brother, what's happening? What's happening? Damn, I see the jealousy continues, huh?
man, it is. They ain't strong.
Damn, it's rough. It's rough out on these streets for some guys.
Yeah, they must be miserable.
I'm glad we ain't like it. I'm glad we living on high on the hog right now.
Yep. It's good to see you guys. Happy Wednesday. We got Miss Jazzing It Up, Naomi Hink, Mont, DJ Freshmaker, Moto.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Got Willie Bean. Excellent show here for you guys, man. We'll first dive into that Druski and then we got a relationship topic on the back end. We're going to get in and out. In and out. All right. What's up, Jazz?
Yep.
Good to see you. I appreciate your patience. I know it took a little minute, man, but that's how it kind of be. Kind of get everybody in a little early and then start to trickle in. So my apologies for the wait. I know it's your first time.
No, that's cool.
Well, I know that's
I
not the new
appreciate it.
Will, I said, I know it's not the new hat, is it?
No.
Oh, okay.
I just ain't worried a while.
Okay.
No. Some shit slow right now.
All right. Kind of like it's fresh out the box.
Most of them do. I tend to take care of my shit. You know what I'm talking
Yeah, that's how it is, man. I be putting on my shoes. They be like, man, I'm like, when you get them? I said, man, I had these for about 7 years. I don't know who Willie be talking to, man. You always got somebody on their phone.
about? You got it.
If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you catch us on a replay, hit that like button. And also make sure you subscribe as well. A big at $10 says, yeah, hasn't worn this much bear stuff in 40 years. You ain't got that much bear stuff, man. But you know, you got to come out and represent. That's
You gonna do the orange fingernail polish like your quarterback or what?
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what?
This is crazy, man. Hate is real. Hate is real.
Hate is real.
How is it hate if it's true?
What you gonna put that on us for, though?
Yeah.
You niggas up here bears out. It's just part of the uniform now. Fingernail polish.
No.
I ain't even seen the man fingernails all year. I don't even know nothing about it.
I care less though. If
Real
that's what that
convenient.
man want to wear, as long as he win me a goddamn Super Bowl, I don't give a shit what he wear.
Talk it.
Would you let your son wear fingernail polish?
No, he's not my son, so I ain't got nothing to worry about. But don't put that. God damn, I ain't gonna put that on the babies.
Hey, you
This is crazy. Damn.
Yeah. Hey, DJ, it's like you're a Bears fan, huh?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Ain't you in Phoenix?
I am indeed.
And you still a Bears fan?
I don't understand. I'm supposed to start rooting for the Cardinals.
Yeah, that mediocrity transferred states, man. It's just illegal.
Stop that.
There's got to be a crime to say interstate transmission of mediocre sports team fandom.
Ain't no way. Hey, why would I trade in a Chicago sports team for Arizona sports team? Yeah, you can't even make sense of that.
I mean, I could make sense. Actually, I could, but they say it's Arizona versus Chicago.
No,
when
y'all remember when I think I said this when Danny Green snapped out on the media a long time ago when the Bears beat him, when he was like, then crown their ass. That the stadium had more Chicago Bears fans in Arizona than Cardinals fans.
Y'all need to leave both of them teams, be a Philly fan.
Why would we want to be a Philly fan, bro?
And then we'll be at home. Then we'll be
yeah,
home looking like y'all.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta give y'all some time. You know, we gotta give y'all some opportunity. We've just been winning so much. You feel me? You know, we actually know what it's like, what it feel like to win. I don't even know if y'all was born when y'all last time y'all won.
I mean, we got one of the most memorable Super Bowl teams of all time. So
y'all ever had a parade before? I know what
don't worry about that. Don't stop. Don't do this.
I've been to 2 Cowboy Super Bowls in my lifetime. I was just in elementary school when I went to them.
Parade feel real good though.
No,
we,
everybody
we,
do no goddamn parade thing.
don't worry about it. Our time is coming.
Listen, we got a Super Bowl anthem on wax. Ain't none of y'all got that.
Okay.
Yeah, don't make me break the album out.
I got one.
I know that's right. Shout out to that, brother.
We're gonna go ahead and get the show started, man. Sounds like the ladies might be getting a little restless out there. Jazz, I can't read your face yet. I don't know what that means. Think you don't watch sports? No, not at all. Okay. So the whole nail polish thing is that the Bears quarterback, he paints his nails. So that's the reason why he made that joke reference right there. So again, let's go and get this show started, man. So are you guys familiar with Druski? I'm sure everybody should be, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of the funnier ones that I seen was with the whole hair thing. For some reason, people would send it to me. I don't know why they sent it to me. I don't know what they were trying to insinuate, but I wasn't offended. But that was one of the most hilarious ones to me until I seen this one. So I don't know. I'm kind of a toss up as far as which one seems to be the funniest. But this one was hilarious, man. This went viral. This is causing a lot of controversial. Do we have any Christians on the panel? Okay. Yeah. We got some religious folks, spiritual folks.
Very religious.
Okay, spiritual.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I didn't start hearing about this spiritual thing until I got older. I don't think nobody was talking about it when we was younger. So I don't know if people started, is this just the new generation or what? But we grew up like Baptist, Christian, Catholic, and I think I seen some Muslims, but this whole finding self and I got my own relationship with God. This is something that's all new to me. So I'm gonna play this. I mean, I'd be curious if you guys got offended. Go ahead, Lon. What you about to say?
It's just religion without rules. That's all. That's
what it is.
Yeah, spirituality. When people say it's just religion without rules. You can do what you want.
Okay. Does anybody else agree with that?
I mean, you can do what you want, no matter what.
Not really. Not if you're a Christian. There's a. I know they say free will, but there's a level of coercion of, okay, you can do what you want. However, if you don't do what I tell you to do, you're going to burn forever. So you make your own decision. You know. So
there's just a cost. You can do it. It's just a cost.
Yeah, like it's like saying, oh, you can do what you want. However, I will kill you if you don't. You know. So yeah.
Right.
That's not true because as we experienced last Tuesday, individuals said they have no problem with this. They're just you free spirit. You can do what you want. Like our quarterback could paint his nails. Your wife or your woman can wear anything she wants, and they be okay.
Okay. All right, Jazz, you want to say anything about that spiritual thing? Is anything has I been misinformed?
Well, first, I wanted to say that I was raised Baptist, practically grew up in the church up until I was about to start college. I was heavily in the church, actually. My father is a pianist. His father was a pianist. So I was always there, damn near 6 days a week at one point. I had a gospel youth group that I created with my best friend where we sang, wrote music, and performed in front of people. We've met a few gospel artists. It's pretty deep rooted in it. Spirituality, though, is not new. That is probably the closest thing to natural for our people as it gets. We've been molded to be Christians, mostly. Black people are typically Christians. So it's not new. It's not new at all. I think we're getting back to a time where it's okay to talk about it, to get back in touch with our roots, and to do what was meant for our people. I do not, me personally, I had started doing my own research, did more research on the history of America, the history of our people, and the history of religion, specifically Christianity. And I just don't think that is for people like us. So spirituality is just a more natural form of what was meant for people like us.
So with the whole spirituality, do you still go to church? Is that
No.
Okay.
I've gone to support family members that have been baptized and things like that. You know, I don't think I'll burst into flame if I step into the church, but it's not really my thing. If I do attend a church, it's typically a non-denominational one. And yeah, I can't be in spaces where I feel fake. So it would just be for support if I attend 9 times out of 10.
Okay, that's fair. Do we have any people on the panel that go to church? Anybody? Okay, I'm the only one. So I guess you guys are just evil to other people that go to church, huh?
We're just some heathens over here, huh?
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Naomi, so you go to church. What is it like? The church you go to, are they dancing, hooting, hollering, shouting? Is it just more praise and worship?
So the church that I go to is a non-denominational church, and I was raised first Roman Catholic, and then I got away from church, like really, really bad. And then in 2017, I accepted Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. And I've just been in a non-denominational church. There can be dancing, there cannot be dancing. And that's pretty much it. Really just, so I've been to other, so I thought I was Mormon at one time. I was kicked out of that church because I was too mouthy. So there's that. But
you ever tried a black church?
No, I haven't.
Pull up.
You gotta invite me. Say less.
Yeah, I'm gonna find one. We gonna go.
Say less.
So Mont, you ain't hit one, but you're gonna invite her to one, huh?
Yeah, we gonna go together.
Okay. God dang.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and run this Druski skit that he did. So a lot of people was offended by it. I'm curious to get you guys' opinions of what you think of church today, modern church, I like to call it, because it seems to be different, much different. I don't understand what's going on, but this is Druski's version of what's going on. Then we get into it.
Do you want a revolution? I'm gonna have Wanda stand up here. Wanda, please. Wanda told us earlier this month that she could not have a baby anymore. So I impregnated her with the word of God. I'm going to impregnate everyone with the word of God. You gonna get pregnant with the word of God. You gonna get pregnant with the word of God. You gonna get pregnant with the word of God. Impregnate. I had somebody in the congregation ask why I'm wearing Christian Dior and Christian Louboutins. Because I'm a Christian and I walk in the blood of Jesus. Give him some praise. I'm a Christian first and I walk in the blood of Jesus. Give him some praise. Give him some praise. So we are raising funds for a project in Zimbabwe. Yes, we are trying to get our congregation over in Africa. Amen. We wanted to raise $4 million for that. Amen. Hallelujah. That needs to appear today. We are not letting anyone leave until we reach our goal. Amen. Hallelujah. Life savings here. Give him some praise for that. Give it his life savings up. Apostle Richie says, baby, can you help me? I said, can you help me? I said, can you help me? I'm gonna finish this word here, and I'm gonna do the Christian version. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna do the Christian version. I'm driving this Bentley Bentayga because I believe in Christ. Can you leap on your legs like a survivor? Can you leap on your legs till the money fall out your pockets?
Jesus, you are, Jesus, you are, Jesus, you are.
Still praise the Lord.
I need you to pray for my wife.
Hey, come on, man. Hey, get your hands off my car. You gave tithes and offering? No. Back the fuck up, man. What's wrong with you, man?
Let's go and get into it, man. Where's the line between satire and disrespect?
That was good stuff. I don't think he missed any spots there.
I don't know if y'all heard the question, but where's the line between satire and disrespect?
I don't think there's any disrespect in the truth. I think it's more disrespectful for people to, I mean, I'm seeing some of the comments right now, and I saw somebody say, well, hope nothing happens to him after this. It's like, he's clearly not mocking God. He is mocking the people that claim to represent God. And I don't think anybody, especially anybody in here that's attended a church, can positively say they know what their pastor does with the funds that they tithe every month. And there are plenty of people in the church that are suffering, need their rent paid, about to get evicted, can't afford baby formula, can't send their kids to college, car about to get taken, and the pastor can't go to him for help, but you pay into his pockets every month. They're going to point you to the nearest community service resource. They're going to point you to the nearest charity, but they're not going to dispense no funds to you 9 times out of 10. I mean, raise your hand if you've ever seen it, but you're talking to somebody who's been over probably 5 dozen churches, and I've never seen it. So I just think it's very hypocritical for people who claim to be Christians to be so cutthroat in their responses to people who say they don't believe in God. Immediately you're evil, immediately you're a devil worshiper. And also the comment earlier that spirituality is just belief without rules. Most Black people that I know that claim to be Christian don't follow any fucking rules. They hunching on the next person before marriage just like the next. That lady fucking on that man husband just like the next. These men be having 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 baby mamas just like the next. There's nothing that most of them are doing differently than anybody else that doesn't claim to be Christian. So the hypocrisy has to stop. And just because you call yourself a Christian, that does not make you better than anyone else. That's my 2 cents.
Would you agree that they both are true? That Christians are hypocrites, and also spirituality is God without rules?
No. I personally do not believe in Jesus Christ at all. I believe that there is some kind of documentation of people that have accounted that this particular man is called Jesus, but there's no proof that he ever did anything that they say that he did in the Bible. It's just not the same thing. It's like watching a Spider-Man movie. I've seen Spider-Man swinging from web to web off of New York City buildings, but just because New York City is real, I can prove that New York City is real. That doesn't prove that Spider-Man is real. Common sense. But, you know, I don't really feel like tearing down people who decide to believe in God, but it's just funny how it's always the other way around. So
we'll table that. Come back to it later.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. I don't know if sound like Willie or DJ wanted to come off the mic.
Go ahead, DJ.
I mean, you know, as far as the difference between the two, or the line in between the two, I would say it's it would get to the point to where it's the exaggeration is just so incredible it goes to the length of being mass misinformation. That'll probably wouldn't be the point where it's the line has been crossed. But in comedy, you know, just about anything is fair game. So yeah.
I know for me, I think that the video was hilarious. I think that if people are upset about it, I think that they should look inward. And they should look at what people have done to their religion or whatever they hold dear to them, dear to their heart. And they should ask themselves, why is this video funny? Why is it so relatable? Why do people, what are people actually gaining from the video that everybody is enjoying it? It's, to me, it's a reality. It's no, like, all of these pastors is wearing Dior and they wearing like, and it's almost like it's become a profitable pipeline to where it's something that you should advise your kids to go into. Like that, your kids should go to school. Like, yo, you should be a pastor, and you should go to school for that, and you should go to college for it, and you should be a pastor at a mega church because you will have a lot of money. It's almost like it's a profitable thing to do. So yeah, I think that people should look inward. These pastors are driving Rolls Royces. That was not satire. That's real. So yeah.
Yeah, I guess I answered it, man. I thought it was hilarious. I thought there was a lot of truth in it, outside looking in. I think a lot of folks are real sensitive when it comes to these things because they don't live in reality. Like, these things are going on, and it almost seems as though like you're going to a play or you're going to watch some form of acting in theater. It's not like how it used to be. It's a lot of props. It's a lot of people trying to be stars, people trying to make an influence. People are trying to make impact, not with the souls, but with everything on the outside. So I thought it was funny. If you got to straighten it all well, that's just life. People are going to always keep making skits and doing things that you don't like. So you just got to sometimes ask the right questions and see if there's some truth in it. Again, like Mont said, then why does this exist? Why did he do this? And try to have an open mind to other perspectives, because you may be blind to things that's happening right in front of you. Go ahead, Ink. What are your thoughts about it?
Yeah, I had no problem. I had no problem with the skit, man. I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, people just overly sensitive about everything. It doesn't matter. People are oversensitive about your sexual preference, about taking shots at the religious community, about damn near anything. You can't even say nothing anymore because they're always trying to cancel you or shame you or make you feel some type of way by talking about why. And he's not saying that every pastor moves and operate like this, and I don't think every pastor does. But are there some out there that do? Yes, it is. You know, we just had one, and the one he was kind of mimicking was Jamal Bryant. He's moving like that. We've seen a couple more move like this. Shit, Creflo Dollar was one. Olsen, he's one. I remember they was going through a hurricane. He wouldn't even open his doors to his church. We let some of the people in. Matter of fact, I don't even think he let the members in, let alone the public. So this is not surprising. I'm not surprised by none of this. You know, before they had pawn shops, people went to the church for help and assistance. That's what they would do. Now it's they don't even give money to their members half the time, let alone the non-members. So I'm not surprised, and it's by people giving the man backlash about some skit that he's making fun of. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, some of these pastors should be watching and laugh at themselves. And ought to be talking to the congregation, to the members, the deacons, and the people on the board. Like, do people really see us like this? Do people really think of us like that? Is this how we are moving and operating? And they should be looking to make a pivot, a move, a change, a call an audible or something to maybe trying to put out a different perception of them. But they're not. They're going to sit around and complain. We'll see it on Sunday. They're going to complain, oh, shame on him for making fun of God's people. Yeah, you're not really God's people. Yeah, you're a messenger of chaos, and you just looking to profit off these poor souls by selling these goddamn wolf tickets. And unfortunately, there's a lot of ladies in this church that will buy the bullshit. I'll leave it there, JR.
Go ahead. Let me go get you in that, Moto. What are your thoughts, sir?
Yeah, I agree. I'm
Hmm? Come again? Hey, Jazz, I think the battery
hello.
might be.
Can you hear me?
What'd you say?
Yeah, we can hear you, man.
You said you can't?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. All right. Yeah, I agree actually. That's one of the reasons why I stopped going to a mega church. I feel like they're pandering to a certain crowd. What, you can't hear me, or I'm sorry, this is my first time again on the stream.
No, we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, so I go to a Catholic church, and that's one of the reasons why I stopped going to a mega church. I just kind of feel like that the pastors was like pandering to a certain crowd, like telling them, what they wanted to hear, as far as just trials and tribulations and things that they were going through in life, and just just the shows they would put on as well. But I do believe that that
Yeah, Moto, we can't hear you, bro.
people feel like, fuck, I don't know what's connected.
Are you on Wi-Fi?
Moto got that Verizon internet right now.
No,
You got that Hello Moto.
no, no, that's actually my I fight professionally. That's just my nickname. But I don't know. This is my I just logged on. I got my AirPods on. I don't know if it's like it's still tough for you to hear me.
No, we can hear you now.
All right. Yeah, like I said, I think they kind of just like pander to a certain crowd, and just to try to get people, to get more members in the church, and I think that's one of the things that he was trying to, put on and bring to life. But I thought it was funny, but I do agree. I do think it was a little exaggerated. Like sometimes, like I see like a lot of times, like people, dance and stuff and fake like they catching the Holy Spirit and really they don't, So he was also doing that as well. So I just think he brought a lot of stuff to light. I don't know if you got all of that.
Oh yeah, just waiting on you to finish.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm good.
All right, go ahead now. Are you about to say something, Willie? Go ahead.
It's the line between disrespect and satire is just the intent, the target, and the truth. If the intent is to highlight something to make a humorous situation about it, it's satire. It's disrespectful when you try to punch down on something, or like when you try to tear it down or humiliate the person. If the target is something like a pastor's unnecessarily or overly stated opulence to be such a meager and meek position, there's nothing disrespectful about highlighting the incongruencies between what the Bible says and what's actually being portrayed to people. And then, like, if you look at it from the standpoint as far as the truth goes, satire just exaggerates the truth. Everything that Druski did was an exaggeration of things that we've seen be done by all of these black pastors and these black church leaders. I am on record for saying that I don't believe in the black church, and the black church pushes hope the same way drug dealers push dope. And it's just a congregation for people who have let their lives go to shit and need something to believe in and something to pray to think that they're going to be able to make it better without actually doing the work. So I don't have an issue with this. I think this is probably the funniest church skit that I've ever seen. And it's also the most accurate. He had on the same outfit that the other dude who's mad at him, who's doing all the hating and talking shit about him. He had on his exact same outfit. He took what he did and recreated it and made it funny. So I don't have an issue with this at all. And it seems like the only people that do are the type of people that I just described, like the people who wait until their lives went to shit to decide to believe in God, like the people who wait to give God the leftovers. Like when their lives are going good, nobody wants to go to church and they never want to turn to church, but as soon as they got 3-4 baby daddies, or you know what I'm saying, 3 or 4 or 5 different child support cases, now they want to become Christians. Now they want to go find a church home. So shout out to Druski, man. I love this.
All right, well now.
I thought that was funny. So I mean I've actually I've never seen a pastor like do the worm on stage, but I think that'd be hilarious. So the exaggeration was, I mean, it's satire. I don't see it as disrespectful, unless it's, if you identify with it, then it's disrespectful to me. Like if you're offended by it, I think society today is everything is offended. Everything is offensive. Like if people get offended by me braiding my hair. I mean, it just is what it is. So, and people make jokes. So I don't see it really as anything bad. Maybe that sounds bad. I agree with what Willie was saying. I've seen a lot of people who they don't believe in God until they like they're losing their life. And then they're like, oh, God saved me type of thing. And I see and I hear that a lot. But to me, I think, believing in God is even when things are bad and then even when things are good. And, I think that's where the spirituality comes from a little bit from my understanding. I don't really know a lot about it. I've heard about it, but so I'm only been familiar with it in the last couple of years, but I thought that was funny.
It's not like we haven't seen iconic, pokes at pastors before. I mean, David Allen Greer on Martin is one of the more memorable ones. And I think Don't Drink Your Juice in the Hood, they had a memorable pastor on there. So this is something that's been a running joke for a while. He just did, a much better production of it.
Well, we see a lot of pastors who actually bring in like worldly music people that they say you're not supposed to. I've seen that a lot. Like they'll be a Christian but they have like Chris Brown there, and actually he produced a really great song called Praise. But you see like there's kind of like this back and forth type of thing. Like you're supposed to only listen to a certain type of music, but then you have the artists that aren't making that Christian music in your church too. So I don't know.
Didn't Kirk and Glorilla win an award for doing a song?
Yeah.
Can y'all name one pastor, like, or one skit where the pastor was, made fun of that didn't land, that didn't make you be like, oh yeah, that's true? Like the pastor from Martin, you know what I'm saying, when Pam's friend was a pastor and how he was saying coming on to Gina and shit, and then acting like, he was saved. I haven't seen somebody make fun of pastors yet, even the people who make fun of the Catholic Church. But we make fun of their pastors or their priests for a very different reason. It's still fucking accurate. It's like there's not any. It's almost like you can't be like, I guess a better way to say it is like when broke people, a broke person gets mad when you tell him he's broke, even though he's broke. So if you make a joke about a broke nigga being broke, he's gonna be offended by it. If you make a PDF joke about a Catholic priest, they might be offended by it, even though it's documented that they're the largest, most organized group of PDFs on earth. Black churches do the exact same thing. If you show like, hey, why are you guys trying to be celebrities and stars instead of saying vessels and leaders to God of the word? They get mad because they're not mad because of what you're saying. They're mad because you're saying it and that you're highlighting them. And a lot of those people feel like they're beyond reproach or beyond critique, even by their congregations. We just talked about the dude who had the wife who looked like she was half-ass naked and all that bullshit they did. Like, again, a lot of these pastors are like, it's just, they're doing it for money. It's a business for them. Like, the black church is a very, very, very large congregation of dick-eating demons and niggas who's trying to pray the love of gay out of their heart. So I'm not surprised that Druski made fun of them.
Yeah, it was crazy. Hey, Moto, you there? Moto.
This sucks.
What's going on?
I'm not really sure.
What?
Man, I think it's that iPhone he got, man. He throw the iPhone against the wall and mic start working. I think that's what it is.
You know that brain looks like a fan in front of you,
I don't know what's going on.
I guess just have him stay on mute for now. Maybe.
I keep muting him. He keep unmuting.
Ah, okay.
Put his ass backstage. Pause.
Damn.
I was trying to find this video, man. Mike Todd. You remember Mike Todd did that spit thing, man?
Yeah.
Like, you can't find a church skit that doesn't make you laugh because it's how accurate it is.
Yeah.
No, this ain't no skit. This just him. He just.
I don't know what this shit was about, man. That was just nasty right there.
I ain't gonna hold you. I think that most of the hip hop influencer pastors, I think most of them gay. That's my hot take. I don't even think it's a hot take. I think most of them gay.
Hip hop pastors?
Yeah, all the influencer. I call them hip hop pastors, like hippity hop influencer pastors.
Like the
all the ones like
dudes.
mega church. Yeah, most of them be gay to me.
You don't think a gay dude could be a pastor?
I'm not religious, but if I feel like if I was, no, hell no, I don't like that. I wouldn't like that.
What about a woman?
I was a little better than a gay person, but I'm sorry, I'm not homophobic. A little better than a gay guy, but I still probably wouldn't like that.
Why would I think that you're scared of gay or homosexual
not
people?
I'm just saying in general. I don't want it to come off like
I'm curious. Like, no, seriously,
why would whatever a better word, homo disliker, homo hater? I'm just not. I wouldn't be with that. No, I don't like that.
Cool.
I don't know what
that sounded.
It ain't nothing wrong with being gay, but like them leading it, like them, I feel like they've infiltrated the entire church and gotten to the top, and then it was just top down.
Jesus Christ!
What do you mean infiltrated?
I think
Jesus Christ!
I can tell you exactly what I mean by infiltrated. For whatever way it happened, I'm noticing that a lot of the leaders of church are gay men. In my opinion, that's what I think. That's my position on it. A lot of them are gay men, and I don't know how. I don't know why so many gay men are so deeply into the church, but a lot of them are deeply into the church. They're in the choirs, they do all of that, which is fine, but they've made their way to the leadership. So, did that tell you kind of what I meant by infiltrated at all?
Is it so much that it's a lot?
Don't you think that there might be quite a bit of gay men in the audience too?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so then what would that mean about men generally?
What do you mean? What do you mean about men generally?
If you feel that most pastors, male pastors, are gay, that's what you said, right?
He said most male these hip hop influencer type pastors.
Yeah, you're the ones that I see, leading.
And if you can also agree that most of the men in the audience are gay, what would that tell you?
Oh, most of the men in church are gay?
Is that what you're saying?
In that audience? Is that the audience you? No, I don't think I said that, but is that what you're saying?
I mean, it kind of just sounded like that's what you were hinting at.
No, I don't think I was saying that. I think
sounds
a lot
real
of
homophobic to me.
Yeah, it sounds a little homophobic, actually. Especially because you definitely wouldn't want a male gay pastor, but a female gay pastor. I mean, that just doesn't make sense.
No, I didn't say that. Let me clarify what I said.
Stand on something, God damn it! Stand on something, man.
Hold on.
Mont, you want me to do it for you?
Hold on.
Jazz, I want you to understand that I'm consider myself to be an intellectual, so no question is hard for me. No question is hard for me. I love to go deep into these things and challenge you. So challenge me as much as you want to. I enjoy that, and I think I need to be challenged on everything that I believe in. And if it doesn't stand up, then I probably should, can reconsider my perspective. So,
arrest me, Daddy.
But I never said that I think that a gay woman would be better than a gay male pastor. I think that I was asked, how would I prefer a woman pastor in general over a gay male pastor? Is that whoever asked me that question? Is that what you asked?
No, what I asked you was, do you think a gay dude could be a pastor? And then the second question was, do you think a woman can be a pastor?
Yeah, so just a woman in general, not a gay woman. So Jazz, that's what we were talking about. We weren't talking about a gay woman.
I thought he said gay woman.
Okay.
Oh no, no, I wouldn't have made that's a double negative. She's gay and a woman trying to be a pastor. No, so that's why I just asked if it was just a gay man and the woman. Yeah, I would never.
I'm going to ask you, how would you feel about a gay woman being a pastor?
The same way I feel about a straight woman being a pastor. She doesn't belong there.
To Mont.
Oh, okay.
A gay woman? I feel the same way about a woman in general. I don't, I'm one of them people that think that boy gay rubs me the wrong way than more of the wrong way than girl gay.
Oh, so pretty much saying what I said in the first place. Got it. Why is that?
Oh, she got you.
Will, you crazy?
Hold on. I'm sorry, Jazz. Ask your question again.
Why is that? Why would it rub you the wrong way more than a gay woman pastor?
Yeah, and maybe I'm well, as far as pastors are concerned, I would have to process that and really get to the bottom of it. Why do I feel this way? But I do feel this way, and I want you to understand that I do feel this way. But a lot of us, we don't ask ourselves why we feel a certain way. So maybe I'm curious too.
Just a quick question. If a white man said, it doesn't feel right that a black male pastor is here, I don't really know why, but I got to work on that. Would it be safe to say he's a little racist?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So what you would be digging a little bit deeper on to fix is homophobia.
I disagree with you.
But, that's what it is.
So, and so there's no historical book, and maybe you can challenge this. There's no historical book that says anything, no historical book that's an authority that says anything about black versus white being better than the other or being different, right? However, you can argue that the book that the church is foundationally built on rejects the idea of sodomy and homosexuality, right? So that right there, to me, I think is an argument that those two things are not the same at all. If our foundation is part of it is like homosexuality bad, then of course leading the church would be of homosexuals leading the church would be bad. Does that make sense? What I just did?
Okay, please point to the passage that says that being gay is bad.
No, I don't know it, but that's just my perception right now, and I could be wrong, which is why
I remember being in church. There is no passage specifically saying that it's not okay to be gay. It's more so speaking to underage children being touched, man and boy, not so much man and man. I'm going to say something that's probably very controversial, but it is what it is. Do you guys know where the male G-spot is?
They say it's the butthole.
Right. Do you believe, the men here that are Christians, do you believe that God is real? There are men here that say they were Christians, right? You believe God is real? Yes, no, maybe so?
I would say I believe God is real.
Okay. Would you then believe that what's in the Bible is the word of God? Yes? No? Maybe?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, the other gentleman who said they were Christians, is the Bible the word of God? Or is it the word of man?
Real quick,
there's a reason why I'm asking these questions.
I understand that, but we started with a basis of there's no passage that speaks against homosexuality.
There is no passage that says it is wrong for men and women to be gay. So I'm asking these series of questions for it to make sense so that people can say this out loud and understand where I'm coming from. So
Okay, so I just want to.
I'm sorry. I kind of wanted my questions to be asked first.
That's fair.
Oh, she gonna fit right in.
Whoever here has said they are
It's almost time.
and believe in God and attend church.
I ain't standing on nothing. I'm trying to figure this out.
The Bible is the
She
word
said
of God.
Now she's whooping your ass.
Hold on, y'all. Let her finish, y'all. Go ahead, Jazz.
You talking to the Christians, right, Jazz?
The Bible is the word of God or the word of man. All right. Well, since people don't want to answer my questions, I'll answer them for them. Because
Jazz, real quick, you weren't talking to me, right?
Christian answers are, okay? They say yes. The Bible is the word of God, although it's proven that it's written by man, not God. Let's start there, okay? And if God makes no mistakes, and he created man in his image, man and woman, because we supposedly came from ribs, although we give birth. Crazy word. But if God is of man and God wrote the Bible and he makes no mistakes, he created us in his image. That means he created us perfectly. Our flesh is imperfect, but we in his image are perfect. So please tell me why men would have G-spots in their buttholes if it was bad to be gay.
Are you saying that something that feels good is designed to be stimulated?
No, that's not what I asked.
So what are you saying?
Needed, hold on. If it's not needed, because there's no part of a woman's body that's made to form, to slide up in there and do the do. Fingers maybe, but she really got to try, right? I wouldn't know. I'm just saying. I just heard.
So are you saying that an anus is supposed to be used for insertion?
It sure ain't there to store candy, okay? So if it's there, why would he put it there for no reason if it's not needed? And why would the female genitalia, the clitoris, be on the outside of the sexual organ if it's only meant for Adam and Eve to procreate? You know what I'm saying? Why do you guys have a G-spot in your butthole?
Mont, do you want me to
listen? Wait, Willie, hold on, Willie. Like you would have to. You probably have to ask God about that, but we wouldn't be able to tell you.
I thought you guys talk about that all the time. Why don't you ask?
I think
nobody. No, wait, hold on. Nobody here even said that, but we wouldn't be able to tell you. However, I still want to understand how we got to the point of there is no passage that says it's not right for a man to lay with a man.
No, there isn't. There isn't.
Leviticus 18:22, Leviticus 20:13.
Please read it out.
I don't need to read it out. One says you should not lay with the woman as you do as a man without being an abomination. It's implied to be bad, unless the Bible says, hey, being an abomination is good.
Wait, did you say it is implied to be man, or does it say that?
Jesus Christ.
You shall not lie with a man as you do with a woman. It's an abomination.
Okay. Well, you wouldn't be, because you wouldn't be expected to enter into a woman's
DJ,
butt.
do you want me to give you the actual answers to that question? Because you can refute these with just the logical fallacies alone.
Okay, go ahead.
That wouldn't be laying with, because we're being literal here. That wouldn't be laying with woman the same, right? Because you would be laying with the man by entering into his butt, not in a woman's vagina. So you wouldn't.
Okay.
It's just, bro, all she's doing is doing an appeal to nature. If it exists, then it must be okay. Nature says what is. It doesn't say what's moral. That's what. That's.
And why do you naturally have a G-spot?
This is one of those Christian feminist talking points that doesn't hold up to a logical examination.
I'm just asking, if y'all don't know the answer, you just say you don't know. But
wait, hold on.
He's making a presumption that
gay sex would give you a G-spot in your butthole. That's all.
Jazz, you're making a presumption that God intended for you, for just because you have this thing that humans call a G-spot inside of your butt, right? Because we've chosen to call it a G-spot, and we've chosen to give it a purpose. Mm-hmm. You're making a presumption that the purpose of that is to be stimulated through sex.
Okay, so tell me what the other purpose is.
I don't have to know the purpose, but you're assuming the purpose.
In your body.
Hold on, because I can take the position and say I'm not arrogant. I have no idea. However, you're taking the position of the purpose is for sex. So you're saying that you know, and I'm saying I don't know.
Mont, when the conclusion does not follow the premises, it's illogical. The premise is, why is your G-spot in your butt? the conclusion, that's the premise. The conclusion is God approves of homosexuality. It's not bad. That shit doesn't just like you should even have the back and forth. G, you should have just said that. I know you know that.
Point that it cancels out that reproduction is only for the purposes of SMEX is only for the purpose of reproduction.
Nobody made that argument, and that point wasn't even said until just now.
That proves otherwise.
And at the end of the day, the basis of your conversation is false because we just disproved it with what's in the Bible. You said that there's no passage.
We've had this conversation with every black Christian.
One mic so they can hear us. One mic so they can hear us.
Like every time a black Christian female feminist comes up here, they have these same types of things.
Who said I was a feminist?
Your talking points represent you as one.
But
anytime that we have these conversations, this is the type of logic they try to use. And then when you actually know the logical fallacies being what they are, it's not hard to it's never hard to dismount their arguments. It's just based on what they feel and what they think because they like to be contrarian.
Okay, it has nothing to do with being contrarian. It's about using common
sense
and knowing your own biology.
So I don't know. Let her finish.
The process of getting pregnant, again, my argument is about people's narrative that it's not okay to be gay because it's man and man does not procreate child. That doesn't prove that it's wrong. And saying that you read it in the Bible, that still doesn't prove that it's wrong because it was written by men who have opinions, men who are flawed, men who do shit out of spite and make up their own shit all the time. Yet none of you can tell me why you have a G-spot if God meant for you to not have gay sex.
The G-spot now cancels out.
So let me say this. I seen between the lines, but Mott kept falling for it. The reason why she was asking those gay questions because she's part of it. She's part of it, and you didn't. And Mike, you didn't want to stand on shit. You didn't want to just sit there and say you don't agree with homosexuals. You say I don't have a problem with them. No, you do have a problem with them. That's why you was riding the fence. I can more accept a gay woman than a gay man. You riding the goddamn fence. Stand on one side or the other. I don't like gay motherfuckers. I don't want them in my church. I don't want them teaching my goddamn kids. I'm gonna straight up tell you, I don't want you nowhere around. Nowhere around. And if that's the reason why you take that stance because you know the good Lord is against that bullshit, then that's on you. I have issues with church, but not because of homosexualism. I promise you that. I have deeper rooted than that, but I see why you against it. I understand. Go ahead, man.
Can I just say something real quick? Like, Hank, I'm just saying what I believe. Like, you against gay people for whatever reason you against it. I'm not against gay. I think boy gay is worse than girl.
You're riding the fence. I know. You're doing the same thing that we did on last Tuesday. You're acting just like Darwin. You're not going to take a stance on shit. We got to stop being weak men. We have to stop being weak men. You can't do that.
Hold on, y'all.
To Hank's point, G, when you let these types of people do that to you, you give them the space to make it sound intelligent and to make what they're saying sound like it's coherent thought and it's logically that it makes sense logically. That's why Hank is saying take a stand.
I don't believe it's
because if you took a stance, then you would have said
one mic.
If you would have taken a stance, then you would have said everything that I said to you because I know you know those things.
No. But this is the thing. I'm not taking a stance because I don't have a hard stance. I'm not going to take a stance because Hank told me to take a stance.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
No. I'm going to give people what's in my brain, and I'm going to let you know what's in my brain right now. And if it's not a hard stance, that's perfectly fine. I don't care if Hank feels like, oh, you're letting her off the hook. I'm not here for that. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of that.
This is the stance that we're saying you should have took. The goalpost she moved, she went from the goal line to the 50-yard line. At first, her first premise was, hey, tell us where in the Bible it says that it's bad to be gay. And then once we dismantled that bullshit, it was, well, who said in the Bible that sex is only meant to be between men and women because they can procreate?
Did you notice how I asked you guys who claim to be Christians if
we noticed that you had
the Bible is the word of man or the word of God?
The reason why we were quiet with you is because we recognized the play that you were running.
No, you didn't.
And it was very elementary.
Answer my question, so no.
It was elementary, so we just kind of didn't want to entertain it.
You still haven't even answered my question.
We're not going to answer the question because it's stupid. It's not. It's illogical.
What's stupid is that you have a G-spot and you don't know why you have it. That's what's
you don't. But you don't either. So
no, I don't. That's why I'm asking you. That's why I'm asking you. It's your.
You're not a man.
You and it was.
You're not a man.
I don't need to be a man. I'm so grateful that I'm not, by the way.
Okay.
She doesn't even like men.
It has nothing to do with that. And you didn't dismantle anything. I explained to you why that is. And hanging on the words of other men who were probably dehydrated in the fucking desert 2,000 years ago does not.
It's another stretch.
And she had a Christian youth group.
You're at this point, you're an animation expert. You're just making things up in your mind.
What am I making up? What did I make up? Did I make up the fact that you have a G-spot in your ass?
Why is it always the Jazzers that do
There's
this?
no proof that it's not okay to be gay.
You just sit up there and literally.
All right, so hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Because I think Naomi want to get in there real quick, and then I'll come back to mine so mine can finish up. Go ahead, Naomi.
So I am just wondering, why are we harping on the men's G-spot when only women get upset when men don't hit theirs? Like, a lot of women don't know where theirs is either.
Nobody's upset about that.
Hey, don't you start coming over here making sense, Naomi.
I think the point is heavily missed.
Well, no, so hold on.
I was scared.
Let me finish talking. So
question, I'm answering it.
I know, but I was still talking. So here's the thing. It's disheartening to me. So I'm sitting here trying to make sense of what you're saying and how you're harping down on men and the use of it. To be completely honest, you don't even have to use a woman's G-spot to make a child.
That's correct.
But women get upset all the time because men don't hit that G-spot either. But it's more of a woman upset rather than a man being upset. So I don't really think the stimulation of the G-spot is necessary or even relevant, to be completely honest. This just really for most women. So hold on, let me finish. So most women who complain about something like that is because they experience something and then they want it to be repeated. But it's really women only who are complaining about a G-spot. Men don't complain about their G-spot being stimulated. And I think if we go back to what Mont was saying earlier, he said, well, do you think, what did you say, Mont? You said, do you think that it was meant to be stimulated just because it's present?
Yeah, just because we have it, do you think that it's designed to be stimulated or it must be stimulated?
See, that's the thing. A lot of women's G-spot is not stimulated, but they're the ones that are complaining. So that to me is kind of irrelevant. But okay, now you can go.
What's your question?
Why is the relevance of why are you making it a point to discuss a man's G-spot that isn't stimulated when women's G-spots aren't stimulated either, but women complain about it?
Okay. Well, first of all, I can't relate to the G-spot not being reached thing. Sorry. Second, I was pointing out the contradiction that God created man in his image, which was perfection in his eyes. Then why would he give you a body part that you don't need? Why would he give you that? If it's so wrong to be GAY, why would he make sure that there's a pleasure point in your ass?
Well, that pleasure point.
Hold on. I'm not finished. It's not for the purpose of reproducing children. Just like you mentioned, the clitoris is also not meant. It's not needed to produce children. Correct?
Why do you have
it's the same thing for the G-spot. Hence, the pleasure spot outside of a woman can be reached by who? A woman as well as a man. Again, proving you're having an extra body part that's not necessary for reproduction that can also be used to please by another woman. So I'm asking you guys as believers, if God made you in his image, what would be the point of having those body parts and those extra extremities if it's not made for the purpose of reproduction with the opposite sex?
So my response to that would be like, well, there are some women who have uteruses yet can't have children. What's the purpose?
I have a much better.
It's the same thing. So like it's the same thing. You have a whole body part in your body that is not being used.
Why do men have nipples?
And there are men that have bad sperm. What is your point?
Well, so it's not always a man's though. So that's the thing. If we're going to sit here and question, if we're going to sit here and question the creation of the G-spot on a man, then why would a woman who cannot have children be born with a uterus?
Why do men have nipples? Like, what the fuck are we talking about right now?
Thank you
No,
for making my point. Why do men have nipples?
I haven't made a point you said yet. Well, I assure you, I have not
It's
agreed with anything
another body
you
part
said.
that you feel is unnecessary.
I pride
for
myself on
Please
being
explain why
logical
your
and
God
having
gave
logical conversations and stances. And yours, ma'am, is anything but.
Why did your
I
God
just
Go ahead,
asked,
I'll go after you.
why do if it's not about if it's about the utility of the thing, that means the purpose is this, which is her premise. Why do men have nipples?
Ask your God.
Make
the point right
this
now. Why would
DJ,
you give you a body part?
This shit is so easy. Now we just gotta let her talk and it'll die.
No, it would be it'd be nice for you to actually answer the question.
So
This is how y'all reflect.
Jazz, I want to challenge.
Question. This is what you do, right? You just
I just don't answer stupid questions for free.
Don't need, and you haven't been able to explain why. It doesn't tell you in the Bible why. These are other body parts that you don't need that God gave you. Gotcha. Make it make sense.
So Jazz, I want to challenge your logic, okay? Are you saying that because the G spot, because the G spot is inside of a man's butt, so they say, your claim is that it's designed to be there to be penetrated?
I would imagine so, unless you have another reason why it's there.
Okay, so you would imagine so. So are you saying that because if a woman feels a lot of a sensation on her neck when it's licked, are you saying it's designed to be licked? And that's the only thing that, that's the only conclusion. It's designed to be licked there.
You can't get pregnant by her neck. So yeah, I would assume so was from pleasure.
Okay, because some women have pleasure there, so other women don't have pleasure there. The same way that some women have pleasure in their nipples, other women don't. Mm-hmm. And Willie made a good point. Why do we have nipples? Right? I think you're operating under the idea that if we can feel good by touching it, it's designed to be touched that way sexually. And I don't think that's a sophisticated position to have, because there are many things that we can many things that we have that might feel good to certain individuals. Certain women might like their soles touched, that might make them feel good. It might arouse them, right? Versus other women, if that makes sense. So the idea that, it's in your butt and I was conditioned to think that it's designed to be stimulated, then that must be what it's there for. And I think that's an arrogant position to take.
It's an arrogant one.
It's a logical
because that word is being heavily misused.
I'll tell you why I used it. I think,
but again, if you can't give a reason as to why it's there, but it's a pleasure point, and your God gave you although there's really
hold on, real quick. I just
something that shouldn't be happening.
I just got it. I think arrogant was used properly, because I say it's arrogant because I can say that I don't know, right? You're not willing to take that position. You're taking the position of you do know, and you're calling it a pleasure spot, right? You're thinking that you know things, and you want to. And humans like to think that we know stuff, right? We like to have think we got answers. I like to search for answers. You think you have them already. That's why I think your position is arrogant, because you're like, it's a pleasure spot. It's a pleasure spot. It's there for pleasure. You're supposed to put your penis on it. I don't agree with that.
I never said you were supposed to. I said that you have no proof that it's not supposed to. I said that I asked why your God would give you body parts that you don't need if he made you perfectly. And none of you have been able to answer that. Y'all are trying to maneuver and do all this ducking and dodging and shit and trying to turn what I said into something else. I'm not promoting or condemning anything. I'm asking you, if your God is real,
Abby next, JR.
If he gave you body parts that you supposedly need, how can you explain these body parts? I don't understand.
Why do you have 2 kidneys?
Wait, can we just get to the bottom of this?
We're not going to compare kidneys to that. That doesn't.
Why not? Make that make sense. Why we can't compare?
You need at least one of your kidneys, sir.
You need one of them. You don't need 2.
You need at least one of them. Again, making my point. Why were you giving 2?
You need one. You don't need 2. And do you believe that there are other body parts that you don't need?
No, not really.
You're not willing. Okay, I'll come back. No, I'll come back to that, and I'll educate you on all the body parts that you don't actually.
There's no way you can educate me. You don't even know what's in your own butthole.
Okay, so I can't. So that's an arrogant position to take. That's the second time you've been arrogant
tonight.
That
was arrogant, but what I said before was not. Just because you didn't like it doesn't mean it was.
I've articulated how it was arrogant.
Again, because you can't answer any of my questions, and instead of admitting,
why entertain it, Mont? You see, she's playing with you.
I'm not playing anything.
This is the most FaceTime.
I'm not playing about shit. I want to know how your God is real and that he made you in his image. If he gave you body parts you don't need. That's all I ask.
We don't even have to get so much into that part, but let's just pause and get to the reality of it. The G-spot that we're talking about is the prostate, which the main purpose is male reproduction, producing vital fluids like semen and such, right? That's what we're talking about. So it actually has a purpose, but then you can ask yourself, does it need to be touched internally in order to be stimulated?
Are you asking each other or what?
No, man. Why don't you ask your dad? Why don't you ask your father? You said your father's a
First of all, don't bring up my dad. He don't play in his butt. Don't worry about my dad.
So
we don't either, but you asking us.
Don't do that.
We don't either, but you asking us.
Around about his age. So you
well, ask your goddamn daddy.
Real quick.
Ask your goddamn daddy, man. Go to your father and ask him the question. Why does he got a G-spot in his asshole? Go ask your daddy.
Respectful, y'all. Hold on. DJ trying to finish, y'all. DJ trying to finish.
This speaks to the arrogance, right?
This is a Christian.
This speaks to the arrogance.
When they hear
hold on, Jazz. Let DJ finish.
This speaks to the arrogance. You're not a man. But you're telling men,
thank goodness for that.
And obviously, the impulse control is that of a. But you're not a man.
Have talked over me. Don't play those games. You're not
a man.
So don't do that.
You claim to know how our bodies work.
Yet, don't.
If you actually took the time to even look it up, you would recognize that no, a man's prostate does not need insertion in order for him to be stimulated. So
I never said that.
I never said it. We're talking about the G-spot, okay? That's what it's pertaining to. All right.
And I never said a man needed that.
We also proved earlier that there is a passage that says it is wrong for you to do so with a man. The fact that you think it's written by a man doesn't matter. You said that there was a man. It doesn't matter because you said, your words were that there is no passage. We showed you there is a passage.
No, I said
secondly, I'm just trying to finish. Secondly, I just showed you that it doesn't need to be stimulated by insertion, meaning your premise, both as far as the passage and the anatomy, is incorrect. And it would behoove you to be a little bit more humble about the male anatomy instead of just acting like you know what you're talking about. Willie, are you in the floor?
Oh my God. Oh man. It's funny.
Look here, man. Again, I said go talk to your daddy. I know I can't tell you to go talk to your husband because you don't like men. So I gotta eliminate that already off the rip. I gotta eliminate your husband because you don't like men. So I'm going to the next male row out.
I don't like niggas like you. To be clear, since we want to go there, I don't like niggas like you.
You need to go talk to your father and ask him these questions. Your father should cover you, ma'am.
We can go there. You don't know shit about me.
All right, so let's get back. Hold on, Hank. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, Jazz. Hold on.
Have that nigga watch his mouth because this is the second time he's made a direct remark about me personally.
Jazz. Let's reset.
Yeah, have that nigga reset, like I said.
I was saying, everybody, Jazz. I got it, Jazz. I got it.
Impulse control. Impulse control.
Don't say impulse control when you niggas
impulse control. Calm yourself.
DJ.
Sorry, you're not my fucking dad. You ain't my brother. You ain't my cousin. You ain't my nigga. I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't. You don't control shit around here.
You obviously don't either.
And then you have a great time. Clearly don't.
So, like I said before, she has no covering of her husband because she don't.
Hold on. Hank and Jazz. Hold on, Hank and Jazz. Hold on, please, y'all. Come on. You're so far off topic. One. Let's go ahead and reset. Everybody with ad libs, let's just go ahead and reset.
I'm through my questioning, our statement. JR, we can get back to the on topic if we can, if certain individuals allow us to.
All right. So
go ahead. I'm sorry. Basically, this is why you have these conversations. It's easy to dismantle bullshit if you understand what logical fallacies are. Her logic says, since you have hands, stealing must be okay. If God didn't want you to have hands, I mean, if God wanted stealing to be bad, He wouldn't have gave you hands.
That's not what I said.
That's the logic they were using here, which is why I see why you guys like. I admire Moto so much for just being able to sit back and stay out of this shit. Like that's kind of fire, bro.
Yeah, it's best to actually be quiet if you don't know what you're talking about.
Thing is
I commend that.
You said that you pointed out that I have a shirt on that says respect women, but what you don't know is that there's two types of women for me: hyena bitches and women.
Don't care.
Do you see how I treat
one that birthed your bitch ass?
Do you see how I treat Naomi like a woman?
Yeah.
Because how she
like
conducts
the one
herself.
that birthed your monkey ass, right?
Hey, listen.
Oh, yeah, that hyena bitch. She should have swallowed you.
Her son's not gay.
Now, hold on now. You said something about this man's mama, but you don't want me to go tell you to ask your daddy these questions.
She can't ask her daddy.
Make that make sense,
Jazz. Like the same way that you won't respect.
Because that nigga was disrespectful as fuck at what he just fucking said.
Well, we're getting back on track. We're getting back on track now.
I didn't call you.
He didn't call you that.
His mother's mother and all the bitches that led to his funky black ass. How about that?
He didn't call you that actually.
It's always the big bitches.
He can talk for himself. Yes, he did. He implied that.
No, you
he implied that. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. You want to be disrespectful, bitch?
I can't get mad at you for identifying with the fact that you're the hyena bitch I was talking about. If I had to call you a hyena bitch, I would, but I didn't.
I'm not your bitch ass girlfriend, whoever the fuck is.
I know because my girlfriend wouldn't be a hyena bitch. You're not saying anything that we don't know.
Bitch, you're not a fucking man at all. And
you might be more of a man than me. You're right.
Shut your ass up.
Wait, are you a trainer?
You are, bitch. You're ugly. You have no business talking to me.
Hey, I'm not mad at
double cheek up from the chin up. You need to.
I want to be ugly to training women all the time. Like if I got the pick being handsome and ugly to a training, I want to be ugly.
Call somebody a hyena bitch again.
Hyena bitch.
Yeah, that's what
called you that necessarily.
He's a corny ass nigga, and so is this old ass nigga too. Fuck
Jazz it up, the hyena bitch.
Plain and simple.
I don't give a 5 times now.
I don't give a fuck. You got the wrong motherfucker.
No, I don't. I have the right one.
Ain't no bitch submitting to you over here. Fuck.
You're not supposed to submit to me. Hyena bitches don't submit. I wouldn't expect the hyena bitches to submit.
Like I said, you watch your fucking mouth next time.
No,
that's all you had to do.
I don't have to do anything.
I say, but I didn't disrespect you.
All right, man, y'all done?
Because you don't have enough intelligence to go toe to toe with me, bitch.
You feel better now? Like your father would be so proud that his daughter is embarrassing herself online like this.
No, fuck, bitch, you're fucking embarrassing.
Jazz and Willie. Come on, y'all. Come on.
You know I'm at energy, G.
Muting me, but not muting him. Of course.
Okay.
There's always a Jazz, bro. Either no.
Like I said,
hey, go ahead, Moto. Go ahead, Moto. Go ahead, Moto.
Fucking beard ass niggas running his fucking mouth.
Jazz. We're talking to Moto now. Come on.
Calm down.
Yeah, you know, on a side note, I think it's important that, you know, people that view this, you know, all of us on here, we're African Americans, so let's try to just to, you know, get along and, you know, show each other some respect, you know, and just understand that, you know, I know it's some tough topics, but I do agree. I have to say, you know, even though it is used for stimulation for some people, I do kind of agree with the logic. Like, you know, if you know, sometimes females, they enjoy getting kissed on the neck and other females don't, like, just because, you know, you have the same body parts, that don't mean it's used for that, you know, just in my opinion. You know, I don't want to be like disrespectful or anything like that, but like when you put the logic in, it kind of don't make sense. I mean, I have to agree. So,
what don't make sense?
No, I mean as far as like just the purpose of the G spot. The purpose of the G spot is for, like, God put that in you on purpose for stimulation. Like, I don't, you know, agree with that. Like some guys, they might get off of it, but, you know, I think the majority probably don't. You know, I don't really think that's I think every body parts, some people get off on certain body parts, you know, just because they do, that don't mean that that's the intended purpose. Like a lot of people I forgot what the gentleman said, but a lot of people might get off on like feet and stuff like that. But I kind of think, God made feet for people to walk. That's just me. So
I'm going to reiterate that I never said that that's what it was for. I never said that God gave it to you for that purpose. My question has always been, why would God give you that if you don't need it? That was my question. The prostate and the G-spot is not the same thing. Let's make that very clear because somebody said that earlier. That's not true. You can look that up yourself.
I looked it up. It said it was the same thing, but
no,
You already looked it up.
It's not.
You making yourself look silly here.
It literally says it's not the same thing.
What says it's not the same thing?
All three of y'all looked it up,
but
she's wrong.
It says it's not the same thing.
Oh, because you said it. What's the authority that you're
spot is not the same thing as
what's the source?
So just curious, if it's not the same thing, then what is the G spot?
That is the question.
No, Jazz,
you got to substantiate. You can't play around.
What are your nipples there for?
Jazz, you're being
disingenuous. You have to be able to answer that.
Jazz, you're being disingenuous, and
I'm not being disingenuous. I'm asking a fucking question, and
I'll tell you why real quick.
Is biology not like a regular class?
Hold on. Because earlier, before I asked you that question, I clarified your position, and I asked you. I said, "Are you saying this about the male G spot?" And you said, "Well, yeah. I mean, it's no other reason." I asked you that before you even.
I said it is a point, but I did not say that God gave it to you for gay sex. I'm trying to say God is not real. I don't even believe in God. I already said that bullshit. I'm trying to help y'all understand the fucking contradictions in your own Bible for a reason.
If we want,
I don't believe that God put it there at all. Is my point.
Man, you could have found anything, but you had to go to this gay shit though. You could have found anything in the book that you could found controversial or just the opposite. But you brought this homo shit.
Your homeboy brought up gay people. I didn't.
She's mad because
no, he's not my homeboy. He's not my homeboy. Don't do that.
Your homeboy brought
he's
up.
He's a man up here speaking his opinion. That's who he is.
And I'm a woman speaking my opinion. Yet y'all mad about that shit.
No, we don't. I don't give a damn about your bag of ass. I don't care about you.
I did not.
Bo, can I ask you a question? What is a woman?
Was that
a woman?
Oh, sorry.
A woman or a female? You muted. You're muted.
I said biologically speaking, what is a woman?
Biologically speaking, biologically, people expect for a woman to be a female.
No, not what expect. Biologically, what is it?
A female.
All right, Moto, what is a woman to you?
Anyone who identifies himself as a woman?
No, I got you, Bo. I was asking Moto. So he
Moto. My bad.
Not my Moto, Bo, my bad. Motorboat, whatever. My fault.
Sorry. Yeah, a human female that can give birth.
Bruh. Okay. Bo, if anybody can identify as a woman, then what's a trans woman?
Don't ask me this one.
A woman.
I don't.
But what?
I don't. Yeah, I don't think it's no such thing as a trans woman.
I think a trans woman is a man that considers himself to be a woman. So you have to call. So it's called a trans woman, and then you have women. So you got to put the word in front of it.
Are trans women
you have words that describe what kind of woman. We have different kinds of women. We have a trans woman, you have a cis woman. So I'm just listen. I don't know what to tell you. I learned what the people say they want to be called. I'm just relaying information. It's not my I was born a female. I don't know what to tell you. I just know through education, through their community, because my cousin is a trans man. I'm just telling you what's been told to me. I don't know what to tell you. Y'all can be upset, but that's just what I was told. I'm answering it honestly.
Yeah,
But the
you know,
question
that
wasn't.
Druski
The
skit, man.
question
That
wasn't
Druski
what
skit
was
was
the
funny
song.
as hell. I really like that Druski skit. I thought it was very entertaining. I liked what, you know, the stance he took on it, the jokes he made by wearing the same type of outfit that Bryant was wearing. I enjoy that. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of made fun of him at the end, talking about, did you pay your tithes? You know what I'm saying that the church members can't get no assistance from the pastor unless they pay the tithe. All that was very entertaining. And I think for any church member who's offended by that, shame on you. You need to have a goddamn sense of humor. I'll leave it there, JR.
Naomi,
keep talking this gay shit. This is crazy.
Let's go ahead and get to this next topic. Let me get into these super chats. I read that one already. Brother, $5. Huh? Brother, $5. Also, member superstar. Thank you. Big Ann, $11, $10. What if the pastor comes out in a Bears jersey? Are you going to listen to what they have to say or walk out with me? My life, your entertainment, $9.99. Leviticus 18:22. You shall not lie with a male as with a woman. It is an abomination. And Romans 1:26-27 condemning same-sex relations. Genesis 19 bans. How you say that word? Sodomy?
Sodomy.
Jasmine puts culture over God. And JR, how do we go from Jesus to the G-spot? They got $11, $10. That's what Greek's on the panel, I guess. I don't know. So I think
we done talked about prostates and prostates exam and, you know, tranny shit. I just noticed that.
Yeah. Good at Mike Todd thing I was talking about.
Something and you don't see it clearly yet.
Oh God.
But you hit.
No.
It might get nasty. And do you hear and see the responses of the people?
So JR, I've read the Bible a couple times. I read it, you know, for learn the shit, and then I read it as like the greatest work of science fiction ever. No verse in that motherfucker do I see correlating with what that nigga just did. Because if the letting niggas spit on you is probably in the same book where it says you shouldn't be fucking a man if you're a man. What the fuck are we? What was that?
That was gay.
That was super gay. Like the church should have said pause instead of amen for the rest of the sermon. Gay. Like what was his point in doing that? Like what was the lesson?
I don't know the purpose of that. I mean, it was just nasty anyway with the whole spit thing. But that was just one of the things that you're seeing in the church today, which I think is the reason why some folks don't even show up. I don't even know how the members are still coming after seeing that. That's just straight nasty. Let's go ahead and get into this next topic. If you guys haven't already hit that like button, also make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let's go ahead and bring up this next clip that I got. Y'all ready? Naomi, Bo, Jazz, Willie, y'all good? Okay. Here we go.
Your dad has taught you, they would probably have something to say.
Yeah, I'll be loving that.
You ask me that, I'm gonna be like, give me a moment to think about it.
So let's say this then. What
you could give me forever to think about it.
What value did your dad add to your life? No, really. Like, you not telling. So he never paid for nothing. He never did.
I mean, he probably paid for some stuff.
All right. So what about if you did you ever feel like if you was in danger, you can call your dad?
For sure.
All right. So
1000%.
So you got a personal bodyguard for your whole entire life growing up. There's a lot of ladies that didn't have that. So you might have didn't get the words of wisdom, but his presence alone protected you in ways that you couldn't even see. So you feel me? So it's like every man don't got the capacity to articulate and deliver and do these things, but that don't mean I'm telling you, like the presence of a man alone changes the whole entire landscape of a woman's life. And social media tried to take that element out. And I explained to you how.
I agree with that statement for sure.
I'm telling you, down to look at it like this, right? I've said it, it ain't like you're gonna get into too many physical altercations. You're like, I would hope not, right? But the presence of a man prevents that as well. Prevention is a motherfucker. Because why you think the fucking president has Secret Service? They not on the job all day shooting, killing, like ducking from, but their presence alone stops people from trying the president. Like a man could have nothing. He could be just dressed with nothing in his pockets and just walk down the street with you, and your day-to-day experience will be different just from that alone. So that don't mean that that's enough. But I'm just saying it's always something that a man.
I was going to get into it. I ain't saying presence alone is enough, but presence alone makes a huge difference. What do you guys' thoughts about that clip?
I think it's not only just presence. If let's say a father has a good reputation, whomever his children are, if they're walking out and about without him, other people will seek to also make sure that they're protected. If a woman has, the favor of community or men in her community, then men that would likely do other women harm would steer clear of her just because of the reputation of the men that she associates herself with. So many times don't even need to be with a man in your presence. If the folks around you understand who already got you, they will steer clear as well. So you're definitely protected in ways that you don't see.
I get one of the ladies to chime in. Go ahead.
So, it's not okay. I don't want to call complete bullshit on this. However, what I will say is, my life had no like significant impact from like my father being around that I knew of. And that matters because when she answered like that, he was like, but he protected you. But what positive, like, what did he teach her? What life lessons? What relationship did she have? It's the same thing as guys being like, well, he don't beat or cheat on you, but that doesn't make a good man. I want you all to understand that fathers for girls, like, I don't know what fathers for boys, like, I don't know what men need from their fathers, what boys need from their fathers. But for a girl, there needs to be a relationship there. You need to know how to be treated just on a base level. And if your father never imparts that on you, then that is also damaging. Now, after my father passed, I learned that he threatened every dude in the neighborhood, stay away from my daughter. He did do that. He was completely absent from me. But listen, apparently he was somebody and people respected him. I did not, because he didn't build that relationship with me. So it's sort of a, I don't know, it's a double-edged sword. I don't know what to tell you, but I do appreciate that he protected me without me even knowing. I didn't even know until my 40s that was done, that he knew what was going on. He had his ear to the street and he told them dudes to stay away from his daughter. I get it. I respect that. But there's another relationship that you need to have with your father, that you need to have with a man. You can't just not cheat, pay the bills, and not beat her. Like, there is more to a man than that. And if you don't have any more to give than that, then you need to stay away from people and definitely don't have children.
Well, do you feel like you understood his point fully, in your opinion?
I understood it. But like I said, there is a whole other relationship dynamic that needs to happen. I respect who he was to other people, but he wasn't that to me. He didn't put that amount of effort in his own child. And even men that I date, there is an amount of effort that goes into a man gaining respect from other men but they don't do anything to gain respect from their woman except for pay some bills and fight off imaginary intruders. I get it. Like, I'm not telling y'all that y'all mean nothing in those areas, but that is an incomplete man. You need to be more than that. But I still respect it. Like, I can see both sides. I can respect that, but I can also say you need to be more as a man.
Just so we're clear, can you tell me, just so we're on the same page, can you tell me what his point was? Or the way that you interpreted it?
What I got from that is that a man's presence a lot of times is all that's needed for us to be safe, or for the surroundings or the people that he is around to be safe. And I agree.
So what I got something completely different from that. So what I got from it was that oftentimes, maybe women, maybe daughters, maybe sons, right, may feel like they wanted a lot more from their father. But I think that he was just speaking to the perspective of, even though you may have wanted and yearned for more, there still are things and ways that he did show up for you that maybe you didn't even know, or maybe you just didn't even realize. Which is not to say that he couldn't have done more, but it was just to acknowledge maybe you didn't realize that he was there in this way, and just to articulate that.
I get it. I promise I get it. But being a woman, having lived through life, I much rather would have had him actually show up and teach me things and impart wisdom. I really would have. But it is what it is. Like, I can't go back and change it. Like, I'm not mad about it or anything, but I see when he was talking, I understand what he's saying, but we cannot downplay the fact that that other part is necessary, especially for the relationships between men and women. That's why we are where we are, because everybody wants to say, well, at least he was protecting you. Okay.
Bo, did you, if you looked at this outside of the lens from your personal childhood, I think that it would be easier to see what his point was, which was that it wasn't that presence is enough. It was that the presence mattered. Even though you didn't get the rest of what you wanted, his presence still mattered. That, because she said, I couldn't think of anything that my father did for me. He was there, but he was around. That presence matters. It's almost like the things you can't see can be valuable. You can't see the air in your lungs, but it's still valuable to you. You didn't benefit directly from your father's presence because it wasn't known to you and how you benefit. That doesn't mean that you're not benefiting from it. Like those conversations he has with people about you that you're not privy to, like maybe with your mom, people in the neighborhood, your teachers, or someone he spoke to on your behalf, you still benefit from that. And just because you didn't benefit in the way that you would have liked to, doesn't necessarily mean he's less of a man. It's more just he's less of a father. That's the difference.
Yeah, I agree.
So I figured you would. I just wanted to pose it to you that way.
All right. Oh.
Ladies.
Go ahead, Naomi. Or Jazz, if you want to go.
I think that this is a cultural issue, the perspective here, because I don't know too many men of other cultures that can call themselves men if they're not good fathers. So, I mean, not a good father to your children. I mean, that's crazy. I have a father and I have a stepfather, a very loving stepfather, an amazing stepfather. So the projection can stop. But I know that those kind of men are not common. They're simply not, especially in our community. Black women are the least protected and the most disrespected women on the planet. Oh, and here we go with the huffing and puffing, even though Black women lose their lives at a higher rate than any other group of women out there. By the hands of who? The hands of men that look like us. Romantic partners, fathers, brothers, cousins, uncles. Doesn't sound like protection to me. I think we obviously need more good fathers, good husbands, good uncles, good cousins. Somebody doesn't have to be related to you to be a good person in your life. They don't have to be related to you to be to leave a good impression in your life, or to be a good guardian, or to be a good friend, whatever. But the numbers don't lie. So I think that's crazy to tell somebody that they benefited from their father not being as present as expressed to need. Obviously, your children being aware that you're around matters. Doesn't matter if you showed up at the back of the crowd during their wrestling match where they couldn't fucking see you. If they didn't see you, you weren't there. Like, I don't get it. The presence matters. Children seeing you show up, children seeing you participate in what they care about, children seeing you support them, children seeing, knowing that you're coming home every night, reading to them and helping them with their homework and taking them to the extracurriculars. That stuff matters. Saying that you want to be there is not enough. Being there once in a while is not enough. So yeah, if you want to be a protector, you have to be present, you have to be useful, and you have to be consistent. So that's my opinion on that.
Go ahead, Naam.
So in my opinion, what he's saying is actually the fact that he doesn't have to be present for his presence to be, for it to matter. I think a lot of women tend to minimize and devalue a man's presence and the effect of it because they think that a man is going to like do what they do. The fact of the matter is in a traditional type of situation, with the woman being with the kids and the man being out working, he's not getting home until after he gets off of work. And even at that, he's coming home. Most men, when they come home, they're interacting with their children, not to the way that the woman may think they should emotionally interact with them, but they're still present. A lot of like, if you tell a kid, I'm going to call your father, he doesn't even have to be present for a child to straighten up because they know that something is going to happen. There's consequences. So then she was like, my dad didn't really do nothing for me. He bought me things and gave me things, but he didn't really do nothing for me. But then he gave the example, well, if you were in trouble, would your dad defend you? She was like, oh yeah, like no doubt. She was like, yes. It even, there was like no pause or anything like that. She just knew that if she was in trouble, he was going to show up and show out. So that's the value of a man's presence and absence. I think a lot of women devalue that, even to the point of saying that it's not even sufficient enough. Majority of men who are working, a lot of women don't understand that if you want a working man, then you need to also know what type of environment you're going to be in. But because they begin to have resentment and bitterness toward the man who's absent because he's working, because you want him to pay bills, now you devalue him because he's not showing up the way you think that he should show up. And I think that's a reflection of women's selfishness.
Black women have always worked. Black women are the only group of women that have not collectively had the luxury of being stay-at-home wives. So I'm completely confused on what you're talking about.
So here in 2026, women of all cultures work.
I wasn't finished.
Okay, go ahead.
They clock in and out of jobs just like their husbands. They clocking in the morning and clocking in and clocking out at night just like their husbands. They're contributing to the bills just like their husbands. Majority of Black men are not providing solely for the household. They're not. So if she can come home and still be a parent and be hands-on with their children, there's no reason why he can't. Again, I think this speaks to culture. It's going to look different to somebody of a different culture, where that's more common for only the father to be working and providing?
It's mostly not common anywhere. Only 3 out of 4 married women work. That's 75%. So it's like most women work. And the idea of a stay-at-home wife only happened in a particular time period. It's not normal. Most women worked. It just is what it is. It's this fantasy of being a stay-at-home wife is not an actual normal thing. Most people work. Now, what I find actually a little bit funny is the men that make less than Black men, which would be Hispanic men on average, they have the highest amount of stay-at-home wives, meaning that it's not actually a money situation. It's not the fact that they can't provide. It's actually that they have somebody that is compromising.
Are you Hispanic, Naomi?
I'm Puerto Rican.
Okay. Well, again, that just proves my point that the perspective is different for a reason. You just admitted that most women work. So again, if they can work and pay bills and be hands-on, then there's no excuse. There's no.
Can I add something? Can I add something?
Well, wait. Hold on, Bo. I said most women work. You were making it out as if it is Black women that are mostly working. I came to challenge because you said it was a culture. You said it was a cultural thing, and I'm letting you know that most cultures across the board, the woman works. Go ahead, Bo.
In today's society, yes, absolutely.
No, it's been like that for decades.
That wasn't as common.
It's been like that for decades.
No, it hasn't. Black women
I just want to add,
like I said, that collectively have not been able to be stay-at-home moms. We have always worked side by side with our men. We have
75% of married women work.
I'm sorry.
I just would like
75%
to add.
Work, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, so then there is no excuse of a man working all day and not
All right, so let Bo add.
Children.
Let Bo add what she got to add in. Go ahead, Bo.
I just would like to say that the reason why there are more stay-at-home mothers in the Hispanic households is because they live in multi-generational households a lot of the times, which means that there are more people there contributing to the household, and that's why she's able to stay there and take care of the children. So I just a little context for them, and we don't practice that multi-generational household anymore.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out what was the purpose of asking her background. What was the purpose of that? Because when somebody sit there and made the statement, I'm not talking to you, ma'am.
Because it can.
So again, when somebody made the statement, you need to go answer your. No, ma'am, you can't. So somebody made a issue when I said you need to go seek guidance from your father. You got offended. Don't talk about me.
Your teeth need to fucking seek guidance.
This is crazy. I just don't understand why we keep.
I don't know why you keep bringing up my dad. I don't know what this.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out why you want to keep bringing up the G spot.
You keep bringing up no nigga. You
and all that. I mean, I understand you. I understand,
man.
I understand, man.
Oh, okay.
Use a bulldog and you defending what you stand on. I got you. Shout out to you and the rest of you.
Don't you have like a funeral to be planning or something? Like you're up there in fucking age and you're the only person that keeps trying to take jabs at me. I don't understand. I don't know why you keep bringing up my dad. You don't know what the fuck I was taught. Clearly, you don't know how to mind your fucking manners. Just stop speaking on shit.
Your daddy didn't teach you much because he's a pastor, but he got a whole goddamn bulldagger for a daughter.
The facts are the
Please
facts,
explain that to me.
sweetheart.
You didn't learn nothing from your parents.
Collectively, you guys do not make barely $60,000 a year, proving that you are not providing for households for a fucking wife and kids. You're not. Your wives are working. Your girlfriends are working. Your baby mamas are working. Collectively, billions of dollars are owed in child support. Y'all are not fucking paying to support the households and the baby mamas you created. That's just a fucking fact. It's not an opinion. It's a fact. It's not
a fact because most of us don't have children.
Fucking fact.
Most of us don't have children, Jazz.
Yeah, and most of you also have never been married. 50% of you have never been married.
Yeah, but now you're just moving the goalpost.
Father, children.
Now you're just moving the goalpost.
Tell me how that makes sense.
You're just moving the goalpost. If I refute, I want everybody to understand here. Every time I refute a fact of Jazz, she just moves the goalpost.
I said that when Black women have always worked.
I'm trying
That's
to
a
figure
fact.
out what woman
said. And you said it was a cultural thing, and I disproved
it. What woman married you,
man? It is a Black American
What woman married you? What woman made you an honest woman?
It is.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Who told you yes?
You can
Did a woman bless you with her last name?
Sorry. You can do your own research. Apparently, it don't matter what the fuck I say. You can go ahead and read it yourself. It's a fact.
So what was the purpose of asking Naomi's
I was trying to
background?
explain that, but I was getting cut off. Apparently, he didn't ask me the question.
Well, can you do it swiftly?
Again, the culture matters because in Puerto Rican households, it is also usually multi-generational, just like Naomi said. I mean, not Naomi, Boheem said. It is, that definitely affects it. That pressure to you know, be the person to just carry the anchor is not really there as much.
Okay, so what does that really matter?
Because what the fuck? It proves my point that Black women have always had to work.
That's not, that doesn't even correlate, man. You don't have to work. No, so okay, so we'll just break this down very simply. You don't have, we'll break this down very simply. You don't have to work. They choose to be in multi-generational homes. If you choose not to be in a multi-generational home, that doesn't mean that you don't have to work or you have to work. They choose to consolidate. It is a choice. Okay, that is a choice to consolidate, meaning that Black women, also Black families, can choose to consolidate. That means they don't. That means, okay, so that means that the idea that they have to work, if they have the option to choose to consolidate, means they don't have to work. They can consolidate just like Hispanics do.
What the fuck? You're not making
yes, perfect sense. Definitely confuses you. This is crazy.
Women are underappreciating men's roles. And
you're moving the goalpost again.
And the reason why men can't be involved the way that we'd like them to is because they work. That was what I was responding to. Black women have always worked. And if they're working and being involved with their children, so can the fathers, is my point.
You're throwing things up against the wall, man.
Hey, what up, Viz? You just had to come over here and get some of this bullshit.
Hey, Viz was like, hey, what the hell is going on?
Oh, man. And then Viz, somebody, if y'all read these super chats, you motherfuckers in the comments ain't shit. And then Viz, you come up here in a turtleneck, bro. Like, I see what you did, bro. Nigga, you a cold
said,
nigga.
I ain't got no neck.
Listen, all I would do is just say this. I pray to God that nobody ever does me like this in the super chats. The fact that people spend money to roast us is by far got to be one of the nicest things that could ever happen to a panel member. But goddamn, these niggas are ruthless.
And just to get back to the video, what the young lady actually did gain from that is the normalization of protection. Because when it came to protection, it was a no-brainer. It was like, absolutely, yes, I do have that from my father. So when she moves on to a man, that is now an expectation. Somebody cannot come below standard of that of her father and expect to be able to get the best of her.
Yeah, I think I think that for whatever reason, and it might make sense that why a lot of the women are viewing it from the perspective they are. I think that they're viewing it from a trauma place, like a place of trauma. Because the way that I viewed the video was, I agree with the point that he made. It was a sound point. However, I can also say that, at least in this modern day and age, that yeah, it's a lot more goes into being a father. I think that you know, traditionally, men only knew what they knew, and men only knew what they learned from other men. So if that was the men that they came from, it makes sense why they tried to be a father the best that they thought being a father was. You know, what they thought the role was. But at least now, the requirements are a little bit different with the world that we live in. I think that, you know, I come from a place where men simply just told their daughters, don't be a whore, but they didn't actually teach them. They just told them not to. And if they did do some whole shit, they was going to whoop their ass in front of the whole hood. They whoop your ass in front of the whole hood, you know? But I think that we should be teaching our kids. We should be spending time with our kids. And I think that our kids should admire us, because if they admire us, I think that that's the highest chance that we have of them actually listening to what we say and wanting our guidance and our provision. But yeah, he made an extremely sound point that even though you may have not seen the ways that your father may have covered, every way that he covered you, and maybe he might have made some missteps, or didn't do certain things that you would have liked, or maybe more people would have liked. However, he did cover you in certain ways, and I can agree on the other side that we do need to be more as fathers at the same time.
What's good, Viz? I don't know if you've been listening. You saw the video? No, we can't hear you. Sound not coming through. No sound yet. Still nothing yet. Let me get to these super chats right quick, and then we'll go ahead and continue with Matt. Like now, how can we all see the same clip and both understand something else? Trauma is so powerful that it's third your perspective. Go ahead, Viz.
Yeah, check.
Yeah, good check.
Yeah, no, I just got back in town, so I saw y'all was on, so I jumped on. But I didn't see the clip that y'all talking about though.
Do you guys want to see the clip one more time? Yeah. Okay, I'll just play it one more time for y'all. All right, go ahead and meet you up, Viz. You reaching for them cookies is making all that noise.
Thing your dad has taught you, they would probably have something to say.
Yeah, I'd be loving that.
You ask me that, I'm gonna be like,
give me a moment to think about it.
So let's say this then. What
you could give me forever to think about it.
What value did your dad add to your life? No, it's really like you guys. So he never paid for nothing. He never did.
I mean, he probably paid for some stuff.
All right. So what about if you did you ever feel like if you was in danger, you can call your dad?
For sure.
All right.
1,000%.
So you got a personal bodyguard for your whole entire life growing up. There's a lot of ladies that didn't have that. So you might have didn't get the words of wisdom, but his presence alone protected you in ways that you couldn't even see. So you feel me? So it's like every man don't got the capacity to articulate and deliver and do these things, but that don't mean I'm telling you, like the presence of a man alone changes the whole entire landscape of a woman's life. And social media tried to take that element out. And I explained to you how.
I agree with that statement for sure.
I'm telling you, down to look at it like this, right? But I said it, it ain't like you're gonna get into too many physical altercations. You're like, I would hope not, right? But the presence of a man prevents that as well. Prevention is a motherfucker. Because why you think the fucking president has Secret Service? They not on the job all day shooting, killing, like ducking from, but their presence alone stops people from trying the president. Like a man could have nothing. He could be just dressed with nothing in his pockets and just walk down the street with you. And your day-to-day experience will be different. Just from that alone. So that don't mean that that's enough. But I'm just saying it's always something that a man.
All right, there you go, Viz.
Yeah, I would have to agree with what Naomi has said. I think that is in many cases, fathers, Black fathers, they're undervalued with their presence. So I don't know the young lady's situation exactly. If her dad wanted to be around, he wasn't around. I often hear, especially with older parents, right? Even with my mom, their first kid, they don't know what they're doing. You figuring everything out as you go. So just like he said, maybe he didn't know how to articulate what he was feeling or how to be there in the way that she may have wanted him to be, looking at it as an adult. So I think that we got to be able to give people grace if they are actually trying to, be in their kids' life. If they ain't trying to be in their kids' life, then fuck them. And that's on both sides, men and women. But yeah, I feel like I would have to get a little more context as far as with her situation.
All right. Anybody else want to add anything?
So addressing the whole trauma thing, I think we all speak from our traumas. I am so sorry that I cannot be perfect for you guys and not actually operate from that place because it happened. It is an experience and not necessarily this unhealed place. But I understand. It's very hard fighting the spirit of hate for women. But what I will say is, like, I learned a lot from that experience, and I did hear that video a different way, and I think that's fair because we're all different. We all take different perspectives. We hear things different ways, and I think that that is valid because we're human, not robots. Um, and if in fact men want to pay attention to the fact that I have lived through some trauma, instead of hearing me say that people need more from you and you deciding to be more to your children or to your wives or your women, then that's on you, my brother. If you would like to stay a loser, then feel free. I support you in that. You don't have to hear what I'm saying from a logical standpoint, from a standpoint of a child experiencing their father, the standpoint of a child walking through life having to learn something that I wish my father had taught me. Because the reason why I spoke on it that way is because you men are always harping on the fact that fathers need to do, women need fathers, and fathers need to teach their daughters this, and blah 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 blah. But then in the same breath will say it is just enough for a man to just be there, his mere presence. No, we need more. And the state of relationships today has proven that. And the contradiction of men to say his presence is enough, but you need fathers. We can tell you ain't have fathers. Y'all are 304s. I can't understand it. I can't get anything right. Literally, according to you men, can never get anything right. It doesn't matter what I say. If I don't say that it is enough for a man just to have a dick and be sitting in the room, y'all are going to hate whatever I say. So, I mean, listen, if you want to carry your little dicks around and be great men, be great men. I really don't give a shit. So I'm just going to say what I'm going to say, and y'all can hate me. Listen, send JR a cash app to get me off this show if you're mad about it. Cry to your mama.
Did anyone say that it was just enough?
Yes. Yes. Somebody on this panel actually did.
Said it was just
Who
enough
was it?
just to
Might
be
be
present.
benefiting more than what you think, even if he pops his head in once a month.
Gentlemen,
Hold on.
which of you said it was just enough just to be present?
Well, nobody
Hold
with
on.
the
Who
nobody
said
with
it?
an above fourth grade level comprehension of the English language will take what I said to mean that
I'm
it's
smarter
just
than all
enough.
you niggas, so please
Hey,
don't.
a hit
So
hyena bitch always hollers.
do that.
But Bo,
Please
to be
don't.
clear, Bo, you understood what I said, correct?
Do that. We're not gonna do that.
You understood where I was coming from? Because I was talking to you, so as long as you get it, I'm cool.
No, you tried to convince her that her father somehow benefited her more than what she was aware of. As a
That's what
grown
the guy in the
woman,
video did,
don't
not
you
me.
think
I
you
just
should be
supported the
smart
video.
enough to know that that conversation was somewhat had by this
You're
point in life, where
we're
there was
moving the
some
goalpost
kind of
again.
clarity
Before we allow this to get too muddy,
on whether or not I'm not finished on
No
some
one's
kind of
listening. You
clarity
don't.
or not, if he was actually present or not when she wanted him to be, like, that's not really up for speculation. It's like y'all go out of your way to make excuses for men that you don't even know.
Hey, Bo, is that what you took from what I said?
A first-hand experience out of the woman's mouth, and you still trying to fucking create your own narrative.
Hey, to be clear, Bo, is that
So
what you
I
took
asked
from
the
what I said?
question though.
Crazy work.
what was your question, DJ?
Okay.
My question was, did any man on this panel say that it was just enough to be present?
Yes.
And Jazz, who said that?
Jazz, we're
implied
talking to the men. We're talking to the men.
That's why she's trying to talk.
Did anybody say that? Okay.
These are recorded. I don't give a fuck. We all heard him say it.
What?
We all heard him say this shit.
Nobody said it.
These are recorded. Play it back. It's all good. I don't have no reason to lie.
Okay. That's going to be embarrassing.
No, it is going to be embarrassing
when
when
somebody rewinds this. It's going to be embarrassing for you to say that.
It's going to be embarrassing when you hear him say that being present, i.e., seeing you sometimes, is so much better than not being there at all, essentially.
No, see, you're moving the goalpost again.
She's
My
not moving
question.
the goalpost, nigga. She's
That's
lying.
not true.
I didn't move shit.
You know what, Will? I'm trying to be nice.
She's not moving the goalpost. She's just lying.
Benefited from his absence because she said absent. She said that he wasn't there as much as she would have liked.
We're not talking about that.
Why was there room for you to suggest that it was something else other than what she said? That
Hey, DJ, hold on, watch. Bo, is that what you took from what I said?
Not you in particular, no.
Okay, cool.
Like I got that you were supporting the actual video. Like I got that you were explaining the actual video. Like I can't say that you did, but I can't say that anybody
So who
else
did?
not.
Who did? So we can get past the lie or the moving goalpost. Who
It's
actually
not my
said
problem. It's not. I was responding to that stupid ass super chat. I wasn't responding to them.
Oh, okay. So we're talking about the super chat. So to be clear,
I wasn't responding to
nobody
neither
on
one of
the
y'all.
panel said that. Okay.
All right.
His response to her was after she said what she said.
We've already got to the conclusion.
We've already got to the truth.
We figured it out.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you don't want to hear what I gotta say.
We understand that
You're
too.
like everybody else. You don't have to like it. The fuck is wrong with you?
Why can't you articulate yourself without cursing?
No, because I'm gonna do because
niggas can't do that.
You're disrespectful. So you're getting the energy you're giving. Just because you're not yelling.
Hey, how do you make them fireworks, bro?
Disrespectful.
2
and
thumbs
I say
up.
what I want. That's why else.
Oh, nigga, you on a Mac?
I'm on a Come on, what you talking about?
Hey, JR, these super chats, bro. Tonight, crazy work. You want me to read them? I volunteer tonight. These shit's funny.
Go ahead, Willie.
You got to put them up. Oh shit! Plot twist: at Jazzing It Up had a stepfather because he married her dad, not her mother. Wow.
I'm not. No.
The real question is, why doesn't Jav has a neck? I mean, why doesn't she have a neck? Not the location of the male G. ... Jazz, if you don't need a good relationship with your father, you won't have a good relationship with a man. Seek a better relationship with your father. I don't know this nigga. So Junior, JR, Hink, Will, Mont. He called my Will. Peace to the chat and the rest of the panel.
Oh, that's Ricky. You don't know Ricky?
No, I don't know Rick.
Not near one of these niggas' necks on here, but that's funny.
Who Uncle Rick?
I have a relationship with my father.
Jazz is built like the Mucinex monster if she worked at Sephora. Dog.
Good one. Not really.
I'm not.
Bro, what the fuck?
I'm not getting into none of that.
It's funny when it's definitely not true, but it's all good.
To be fair, never mind.
Okay,
I would have said Clayface. He said Mucinex monster. That was he paid some money for him.
Go ahead, because your neck is nowhere to be seen, sir.
Your neck is the same size as you're half my height, but
I have
my weight.
I have on a fucking sweatshirt.
And still
have on a sweatshirt, and there's still no fucking neck.
Oh yeah,
and I can see titties protruding out of the respect.
I have titties now. God damn, boy, you bitches just make up shit now.
You do. There's some
That's
AB
cool.
cups up in that motherfucker. So
Okay, AB cups. You feel better now? Mind you, I'm not the one that made the comment. Why don't you have smoke for that nigga?
Yourself.
Why don't you have smoke for the nigga that said it? Mucinex lady, like don't get mad at me.
You should stay the fuck quiet with that patchy ass beard and your no neck having ass.
So now I don't have a neck. What else make anything else? Did your
shit down? I guarantee you ain't.
Did your two fathers text you these jokes because they're old?
Go ahead.
Which I'm just curious.
Y'all watching? What's up? Oh, okay.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. You tell me. Where's your neck?
Someone said that Jazz is shaped like
Where's your neck? I can read. I can read. I don't need you to read for me. I want to know where your neck is.
It's right where it's supposed to be. Where is your G spot? In your butt too?
Don't worry about it. You can never reach it, bitch.
You're right. I couldn't. I don't fuck men. I don't do men. You're right. I will never reach it.
Yeah, got an excuse for not having a neck up here as a man with a turtleneck on. What's your fucking excuse, nigga?
Damn, Viz, you don't got a neck either.
You caught a stray?
Damn, Viz.
Viz caught a stray.
He has on a fucking turtleneck. You can see his neck even with a turtleneck on. What the fuck is your excuse?
You look like you have a turtleneck on. It's just skin.
Okay, let's see yours. All you gotta do is
you
show.
look like an uncircumcised penis. But listen, we don't have to do this today. Like nobody up here is funnier than me.
Comment to yourself.
And you're getting upset. Like, it's okay. Calm down.
Literally lovely.
I know your blood sugar is high, so relax.
I'm
before you
chilling.
stroke the fuck out.
I'm
Like,
chilling.
chill.
You wanted to hop on the bandwagon, so I'm just trying to wonder.
I just did JR a favor and read the super chat. It's not my fault they were roasting you in the super chat. I thought the chat hated me. I ain't never seen nobody spend a 40 ball to tell me that I look like a penis with a wig on.
That's money. Wonderful. Congratulations. Glad for Lapeef. Again, where's your neck?
My neck is
When you
long.
find it, let me know.
Okay.
Okay.
When
Continue.
you find your G spot, let me know.
But like I said, you can't find it. You can never.
I don't fuck men. Of course I can't find it. I'm never gonna go looking for it.
You can never.
Like, where's Waldo the G spot? I'll never play with you. I don't like dudes.
Oh, nigga. So don't worry about nobody.
I don't like
worry about
dudes.
yours that you just discovered was there today.
Listen, I can't listen. Just because your dad is a monster for Stranger Things and the penguin from Batman, don't get mad at me. Like,
weird ass.
Humpty Dumpty's mad as fucking me for no reason.
You Humpty Dumpty, where is your neck? I'm a woman.
You can't talk about anybody having a neck. No man in life has ever bought you a necklace. It was a headband.
For having titties.
And now I have titties. Like, I have.
You couldn't give me a reason for the nipples. You couldn't give me the reason for the G spot in your ass. Why do you have tits?
You couldn't give me a reason why your G spot's in your ass.
You got 5 seconds.
Like, what are we talking about? I told you I don't answer dumb questions for free.
What? What's good?
Like,
Where's your tits?
you were really that mad because the chat cooked you?
Why are they there? Where is your chin?
Where's your father's chin?
Still not answered.
Pick one.
Why you got them patches in
Don't
your
look. Don't get mad because they pulled the wool out and said that your daddy got a husband. That's not our fault. That's not my fault. You was raised by 2 gay dudes. That's not my fault. You can't get mad at me for that. And now we both know that both of the men that raised you were fairies because you still don't respect men.
We want to see what the fuck is under that bitch because I know that's a tragedy too.
Are you serious? If we were talking about a tragedy, let's remove that hair helmet and go
That's
from
all
there.
I'm gonna say.
If you want to talk about a barren wasteland, we'll talk about your uterus.
Next to keep on talking like you got room to fucking talk about shit.
Hey, look, you see heat face?
Yeah, it's like that.
Wait, what can they say? He got another one?
It's like that.
All right.
Yeah, Ikane said,
The hair helmet and hose is wild, bro. Like, y'all
the only call around here is the sorry bitch that birthed your ass. Next.
Well, your mom left you to be raised by 2 gay niggas.
Well, now we got to deal with the consequences of her shitty actions because she should have swallowed.
This is
like I
crazy.
said.
Well,
Next.
I'm surprised you got here. I didn't know gay
I'm
dudes could have
surprised you
babies.
still ain't find your neck, bitch. Next.
My neck is here. Like, I got a tall shirt on.
Next.
You got the long crochet braids on it too.
Hold on.
We got to use the B
Shut the fuck
word.
up next time.
Bro, I told you it's 2 types of women, bitches and
told
women.
you.
I speak to them accordingly. Like I've been
And a zebra and a fucking
and like what Hink said, I take it.
Congratulations.
You can't put me in that bag. I've been on that since day one. It's 2 types of women, bitches and women. Not 2 women.
What's the next video, JR?
Let me get it queued up.
Shout out to Ma for putting his cape on.
You already know. It's bedazzled too.
Monty type, if he see a girl get beat up in a fight she started, he gonna go over there and save her.
Yeah. Shout out to you,
Well,
Ma.
he needed to save you, nigga.
Oh, goddamn.
Lord.
I just know you on DoorDash right now.
I don't know what the fuck that means. DoorDash you a neck, bitch.
Man. Uber One?
Sideburns, some full ones.
Hey man, this the Lord's day.
Hey DJ, you ain't shit for that either, bro.
Druski.
What I do?
I saw your face, G. Just know.
Man, listen. Yeah. This is unexpected. Absolutely.
JR, somebody called this JR Springer in the chat.
I don't know why they did that, man.
That nigga had a lot of trainings on his show.
Yeah, I just won't stop. Damn.
Why don't you highlight the chat where it says, Preach Jazz, Willie said a tall shirt boy ain't got no neck. Highlight that shit.
Because she didn't pay for it.
She didn't
They
pay
want to know
for
The
it.
hyena bitches never pay the super chat anything because they're broke.
Where's your Adam's apple?
I can see yours, so worry about hiding yours. Don't worry about what mine is.
Where's it hiding? In your G-Pot?
Yours is hiding under the filter you walk around with. But
corny,
listen,
nigga. Shut
again,
Hey, Willie, they said you walking around in a tall tee.
hey, listen, it's
Man,
like
what
it's
I
2004.
I didn't say nothing to you, man. Why you
Like
keep
it's
calling
like
my
it's
name?
2004 with the leather shorts on up under it. Like, no problem. I'm from Dallas. That's what we did.
Wants to call my name. What you calling my name for, man? I didn't say nothing to you, man. I stood down a long time ago.
Hey, Hank, I got to get a beard like yours, so it makes up for me not having a neck. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. Come on.
That's apparently that's what I got to do. I can't put a hair helmet on to cover up. You know what I'm saying? My broad ass shoulders or nothing. But
God damn,
that's cool.
This is crazy.
I think Moto is probably the coolest, most calmest panel member we've ever had on the show.
Moto looking at this like highway traffic. He is not trying to step into this shit.
This nigga has said 3 sentences all night.
It is. So to be fair, this is my first time doing something like this. So I appreciate y'all being patient. You know, apologize for
Moto,
not
it might be your
entertaining
last
y'all
time
like
though. After tonight, it might be your last time, though. You
I know. I
really
last night was very calm, Moto. Last night was very calm.
Hey,
it was
we
very calm last night, bro.
Show.
Yeah.
I really hope you come back, Moto. I want to encourage you to come back. Please.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank
Lord Jesus.
You're always
Moto gonna hang up the phone and say, "Ain't no way in hell."
Look, as soon as he log off, he said, "I'm not going back on them nigga shit ever."
So I kind of see it like on a. So I'm from Baltimore, so I kind of see it like on. It's kind of calm, yeah, but you know, just this kind of articulating and the first time being live, you know, so it's new to me, but I appreciate y'all.
Most this nigga has talked all night.
We got another video.
Yeah, I was looking for one, man, because
Y'all
know what I
Anything
personally
else?
don't what I don't like about these conversations. I feel like a lot of the times, like, we're not learning. Like, nobody's hearing, you know, each other. People are taking like stances and just defending their stance versus like, you know, I'm trying to learn, I'm trying to better myself. You know, what do you have to offer? You know, let me hear it. Like, I feel like we go away from these things, like, and everybody just think like, oh, I got my shit off. Like, motherfucker ain't gonna fuck with me no more. Like, but you know, we're not learning. We just talking.
Man, I would say that there's been a lot of learning tonight. However, concession is maybe what we're looking for to confirm learning, and that may be what we don't get. We don't get concession, but I believe there's plenty of learning tonight.
You know what intransigence is, DJ?
What's that?
That's when you're presented with information that about a point you have or something you believe that should make a rational person question that belief, but instead of doing that, you're intransigent and you refuse to. For example, if you believe that 2 + 2 is 4, right? Excuse me, 2 + 2 is 5, and I bring you 2 things and set them in 2 groups, and I tell you to count to 5, and you say 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can't get the 5, but when you're done, you're like, no, nigga, it's still 5. That's the definition of intransigent. That's what happens in a lot of these conversations. People just spew, and it's like people are so terrified to admit when they're wrong publicly and online that when they get caught saying dumb shit, they just gotta die with the lie. They just stick to it. For example, another example, I'm a Cowboys fan, right? Y'all know I've said some delusional shit about the Cowboys before, but you niggas can't tell me nothing different because I'm intransigent about the Cowboys. You see what I'm saying now?
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens in conversations like this.
Hey, but
cognitive dissonance.
There's none. But yeah,
I'm curious as to why that we when we talk about subjects in the Black community, we no other culture or race is experiencing that as well.
Because most people don't actually look outside of the community. They they have an insulary mindset, and they look at pretty much what they see in their surroundings and don't necessarily go and experience or care to watch other communities. I mean, we can look at some of the shows that we've watched growing up in the midday, whether they be Court or Maury. If you only see mostly black folks on those shows, you may begin to believe that that is normal, when in actuality, that is happening in many other cultures, but they don't dare go on television or may not need the money to go on television and have those kinds of experiences. They talk about, let's say we would say that some people probably tend to believe that young black women are more adultified or are perceived to be more hypersexual. However, you could look at somebody that like what that would be the model white girl like Taylor Swift. She been with a ton of motherfuckers, but nobody thinks to say like, yeah, she's hypersexual or she's been with a lot of men. Because real quick, the last 2 points is other cultures, especially white culture, gets perceived innocence and a media monopoly. And those two together help to protect them from what everybody else would say about us, including us. But go ahead.
I think that is actually the opposite. So back in the day when Ricky Lake, Jenny Jones, like it was white girls, white people, white families on there, and their daughters is running out the leaving the house at 15, and they done been with 5, 6, people or whatever like that. I think over time, once we got more exposed to it, and that desire to be to feel fame or to be on TV, motherfucker was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna go on there and show out just like the white folks was. And we took over that niche. Even though we still saw it happening on Maury and Jerry Springer, even though that's a fake show, but people were still going on there putting off the impression that that was the life that they were living.
But can I say something? So I think that kind of proves his point. So the point is that we see all of the white women on TV acting a fool. You see it all day. You've seen it in the 90s when they had the talk shows. You see it right now today on their own reality TV shows. Y'all call us hyenas and single mothers and we're terrible and all of this. And we see it every day on TV. We experience it all the time. But the only people who get the ghetto ratchet label is us.
That's not
Go
true.
get you a white woman. Go get you a somebody from another country. But they have been proven to be that way, and it is some type of inherent bias. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Then it may not be inherent bias. I don't know. But I think that just kind of proves. I think that proves that we don't pay attention to that. We only pay attention to us. We only pay attention to what's happening here, even though it's been proven time and time again that it's not just us.
Well, that when the Girls Gone Wild was probably one of the biggest things to ever happen in the late 90s or something like that,
early 2000s,
and it was primarily white women on there. So white men call those very white women hyenas and all the shit that any other culture would call them, whores, 304s, whatever the case may be. You just may not hear that because maybe you're not around white people.
Yes.
No, I know that. But what I'm saying is we don't. I didn't say that the world knows about white women. The world knows about those women. It is only us that we are looking at our own people and saying this only happens here. White people don't experience that. That's
Well,
what
who
I'm
says
saying.
that?
We
Right.
do that.
Who's
So I wouldn't say that
who
we
says
do.
that
I
though?
was just saying that there are folks that could be in any community that thinks that other communities don't do it. But for example, if you look at, let's say, red pill content, some people will say that it's only some, let's say a sister would only think that black men engage in it because that's what she sees in her algorithm, not knowing that that kind of content was on something like Ricky Lake in the maybe early 2000s, and that they also have an Asian persuasion of it on YouTube, so much so that there is almost the gender war in South Korea is to the point of near collapse. So it's not that other people don't, you know, witness these things. Some people have it worse than us, but there are going to be folks that really don't care to look outside, so they only think that it's happening inside.
I agree.
Damn, Bo. Plug your ears for like 2 seconds. Just plug your ears for like 2 seconds, please. The reason why you don't see this in other cultures is because other cultures aren't dealing with black women. And those other cultures also aren't dealing with predominantly black men. If you put any other culture and gave them our history, our past, the past 400 years, everything we got going, they'd all be going through the same shit. If you put blacks in a position where we were the ones that oppressed white people, brought them over here, likely it would be the same thing. The difference is that none of us actually are probably qualified to speak on what the other side is doing because we don't. The majority of our time is not spent in those other circles. Like Viz, you might have some clients. Hank, you might got him saying a 10 or two. Naomi, you might got a couple co-workers. Bo, you may got a couple of white, clients that come in. DJ, you might do a bar mitzvah for a year, some shit like that, right? But the majority of the time, we're around people who look like us, act like us, and come from the same place that we come from. So that's why we have it. And then we don't white, excuse me, I don't want to say white folks, but other ethnic groups, they take their privacy serious. One of the things that most other cultures have on us that we don't do, that they always have on us, is that they don't shame each other publicly the way that we will. They don't have a large subset of people or an age group of men and women who are just constantly attacking each other for something. They don't have a large age group where they're trying to outcompete with each other. And the majority of these other ethnic groups work together at a rate that we will never. Because if we did, we wouldn't be at the bottom of almost every major statistical category. Men only make more than Mexicans.
Hispanic.
Black women make less than everybody. Like, if we worked together the way they did, we wouldn't have these problems. So there's not anything that we can do about it because, like DJ said, you are your algorithm. Your algorithm rewards and shows you what you pay attention to. So if you pay attention to fuck shit, you get fuck shit on your algorithm. If you go look at your algorithm, it'll tell you everything about who you really are as a person and what entertains you. Viz, because of you, nigga, I got a bunch of wedding shit in my algorithm. Like parties and wedding shit, all of that lovey-dovey bullshit, right?
You're welcome.
Not whatever, nigga. Because of JR, you know what I'm saying? I got other podcasts, other panels because of JR. That's what they see me watching y'all's content, so there's so much what I'm interested in. Y'all say that the only panels that do this are ours. Go look at the Whatever podcast. That nigga specializes in white hyena bitches. He got Gorlock, the white Mucinex, like the white Mucinex monster girl, the one that's like a dude but is trying to be a girl for real. He got her on the show. She getting cooked, and those people are paying hundreds of dollars to say shit to them, and they talk about these same talking points, the exact same. Just go watch one of their shows. They got the white dude over there who's always debating niggas, but his wife got 3 baby daddies, and they got him over there. Cooley been over there. Like, they have white podcasts. You just don't watch them. Michael Sartan has a podcast where he talks about these same things. So all you have to do is just go seek out that information. Type in white ratchet shit on Google, and I guarantee you the Whatever podcast pops up.
I mean, didn't they had a convention? I think it was called the 21 convention, where they all got together. All them white red pill dudes got together, and so their situation is is vast. I mean, but not only do we not look at it, we kind of don't care to because we already got our own thing going over here. But yeah, Willie, you're right.
Well, I think one of the things is that we do, we promote that bullshit. We'll promote the ratchetest bullshit. We'll promote that homosexual lifestyle. We'll promote these ragged ass rappers and entertainers. We'll promote all of that bullshit. We'll uplift that shit, knowing that shit's not good for our community, but we will uplift that bullshit. And like you said, we will take shots at each other, tear each other down, not trying to build with each other. We'll do all of that, and it's okay because that's what we'll do. But that's what them white folks do. They'll put them some bitches in the corner. That's why you ain't seen nothing about them goddamn Epstein files, because they know that's the worst of the worst of them, and they don't want that shit out there, and they're going to put it to the side. And hopefully we'll have enough wars, enough engagements, enough riots, enough turn up of cities and states and countries that people will forget about it and move on. But that's not what we're doing. We're not trying to do that. We try to do just the opposite. We'll keep, if we had a black Epstein, we'll keep promoting it. We did. His name's R. Kelly. We did. His name's P. Diddy. And
they
we
talk
kept
about
pushing
that shit to
it,
this
pushing
day.
it up on a regular basis. But not them. They'll put that shit in the corner, leave it at ragged ass pedophile uncle in the basement. You'll never know he was there.
It's almost like the black media cycle is like this, has this impermeable membrane around it that only lets fuck shit in and keeps good shit out. And like the white media cycles, that shit lasts 2 weeks. Ours, we've been talking about some of the same shit for 2 years. 50-50, all of that shit.
Well, no, I think that's more so because we actually latch on to it. There's an Epstein documentary on Netflix. Anybody could go watch it. It's up right now.
But he's saying so this is the thing, right? You can make a documentary about a thing, but the actual thing hasn't been released. If, say, for example, if the Epstein files is based off of a black person and it was up to black people, they'd have leaked that shit via text message the day they got it. It wouldn't have been, the FBI wouldn't have had it. If they had Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and the rest of them niggas in it, they would have leaked that shit immediately because it's niggas. And that's what niggas do. Anytime they get a chance to be first to do something sensational, we've been programmed to take advantage of that because they want to get the clicks, they want to get the views, they want to get the attention. They can't put that. Go ahead.
Is that based on a scarcity mindset?
No, it's based on the attention-seeking mindset of black people. That's what it's based on.
So is the seeking of attention in order to get revenue?
No, it's seeking of attention because attention is currency to black people right now.
It's entertainment for black people.
Yeah, attention is a lot of, we say, women that post thirst traps because they want attention. Like attention is like a physical currency. Like the attention that people get from being in these comments, roasting us on the panel, like for just being on the internet together, like that dopamine hit, it's a tangible physical feeling they get. It's almost better than money. So if one of us niggas had the Epstein files, they probably would try to sell it to TMZ, you know what I'm saying, for $100,000, and TMZ would have made $1 billion with it.
So wait, that's why I asked the question of a scarcity mindset. Somebody will do something for next to nothing in order to have something when they could hold on to it and wait for the right time and move on like a TMZ would. But TMZ doesn't have the issue of scarcity.
They don't, but that's the thing is TMZ also understands the value of media. We don't. We think that all media is good media. There are certain things that if I say I had a platform, I'm not ever going to promote. I'm not going to promote anything gay, trans. I'm not going to promote men being absentee fathers. I'm not promoting certain things because I don't want people to pay attention to that. If the reason why is because I understand how valuable our attention is, and what you pay attention to, unfortunately, becomes who you tend to be. And that's something that our group, our ethnic group, our people suffer for more than anybody else. Other people can watch us be, call us monkeys and do all this ratchet shit. It doesn't affect their home. It doesn't change anything in their house, but they're entertained by it. But they still leave, the nigga shit to the niggas. With us, when we see people doing nigga shit, a lot of the times we embody that and try to put it on a pedestal. That's why we support these, ratchet ass rappers. We support hoe culture. We support niggas selling drugs, fucking hoes, and slapping bitches because it's what we are shown on so frequently that we normalize it.
I think that a part of it that I don't think we acknowledging is a a part of our a sub part of our culture that loves it, like, that loves the gangster rap, that consumes all of these things. It's like, they I understand the perspective of, oh, they put it in our face, but it's like, you want it. So they give you what you want, what you saying that you want. You want the sexy red, you want all that type of stuff. And it's like when you see like naked women on your timeline, you might tell yourself like, why am I looking at this shit? But it's like, nigga, you clicking that shit. You clicking it too much. Like, hit the button that say you don't like it. Hit that button that say don't show me this. But I think there's some form of accountability that we do need to take of like, yo, we like this shit. Like even with the red pill stuff, or like the girl, like if they listening, if women are seeing like a whole lot of black women tearing down black women or whatever they say, you clicking that shit, and that's all I'm saying.
I think that this is another great example of other cultures do the same shit. If we're going to compare it to white people, uh, I'm pretty sure that the conservative white family feels the same way about death metal or some shit. How a conservative black family would feel about hardcore rap. You know what I'm saying? How they'll separate themselves from that. Again, the majority of them, maybe it's half, who I don't know exactly, but there's for sure a part of that culture, that race, that looks down upon it, that shames it, so on and so forth. I think the fact that we focus on it as much as we do, and like Mont said, we feed into it for whatever reason. We love uh, chaos, right? That's why fight videos is so viral. Um, you could I done seen dudes get knocked out in the most bogus way ever, or get jumped, and niggas is in the comments laughing at it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some detrimental, traumatic shit that we, for whatever reason, think that is cute, it's fun, it's let me record it. You know what I'm saying? Much rather than breaking it up, stopping it, not recording, whatever the case may be. So yeah, we have to be able to take accountability for what it is that we're putting out there, what we're engaging in. I hate to hear us say we don't control our image. We absolutely control our image because we the ones that's doing the shit. So that's where it stops.
Before everybody
Vince,
had a flip
that's what
phone,
I was
I mean,
saying.
had a
But that's what I was saying, though, Vince. That's what I'm saying. We
Yeah, no, I
promote
agree
that
with you.
bullshit.
I agree with you.
I blame
Can I
smartphones.
add something? Can I add something?
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
I
Go ahead.
don't. I don't want it. I don't want it to go unsaid because when we talk about the music industry and how we're choosing this music, um, I I don't want people to gloss over the fact that this was engineered this way. Like it was purposely made this way. When we were coming up, we had storytellers. We had people who told the stories of the hood. And except Two Live Crew. What I mean, I guess that's telling stories of the hood, but that's a whole other story. But
Keith is
and
telling
the only
stories.
reason why I brought up Two Live Crew is because the government tried to take them down. The government was like, your music is egregious. It was. It was fun, but it was. But they also tried to do that to NWA. NWA was extremely political and they were very aware of what was going on in their neighborhoods. And they told the stories of the people that were being hunted basically by law enforcement there. And
The
so they tried to take them down. Their music sounded bad, but they were literally telling the stories of where they come from. And so that was the turning point of our music after the government could not stop them because they could not stop them from making their music. They won. that is when we didn't get to choose. That's why we have this thing called rap, conscious rap, backpack rap. Like we have different things, and the conscious rap does not get signed. Those people are manufacturing who you get to listen to because you see what they are picking to be in the music industry, and it just kind of took a turn from there.
Yeah.
But I just don't want us to gloss over the fact that that actually happened.
Well, no,
Go ahead,
you put
Viz.
something wrong.
Hold on, Bo. Do you know what NWA was actually talking about? You know them niggas was banging,
Yes,
right? You know the murder rate in LA at
I'm
that time.
understanding that.
So
But do you
you can't make it sound like they were talking about going out in the garden and picking roses. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
not what I'm saying.
That's
What
that's
is I don't
definitely how you just made it sound.
That is how
Yeah,
you took what I said because you don't understand politics. You don't understand what they were doing.
I'm not understanding.
So, yes, they were gangster rap. Yes, there was a lot of
The
illegal
problem is,
activities involved there. They were telling the story. Those people did what they had to do to survive. Why were they put in that predicament in the first place is what I'm saying. They
Bro,
were
that's all our
if
rappers do
you
today.
would really listen to that music, then you could actually hear the stories that they were actually telling.
I
I
did.
know
Bro,
what
that's
their music was.
I grew up off the music. Like what are you
I
talking
did
about?
too.
but Bo,
Right.
that's all our
So
rappers do
being
today.
as looking at it as an adult, coming from living that life, running the streets, realistically, that the message, that story is detrimental to our people. That transition, that change the whole rap game once they began to do that. Even
So you
even
telling me
so much so, even so much so that when people, primarily white people, when they was like, we don't want this trash on the radio, we fought against it. Oh, this is freedom of speech. Now we're balls deep in it. You know what I'm saying? Now that freedom of speech has it to where drill music is on the radio and we embrace it. We not protesting that. We not marching for that. But yet drill music has taken over the nation and where it's spiked the murder rate across the board. But we ain't say shit about that. We just ran with it and just played it. That
okay.
we
Wait,
So we have
real
gotten to a point where we've gotten to this point where Bo says something that makes absolutely no sense and you completely reject everything I said. Got it.
So,
I'm
Bo,
done.
what
I'm
I want
good.
to.
I'm
you take
straight.
that.
I'm good. We don't even have to. We can change the subject. We can get off Bo now because every
Yeah,
time
so
Bo bring up something, it don't make no sense. Every time Bo bring up something,
we,
y'all
we
got
can't
a
have a
counter.
conversation.
Like there is no. I can understand why you said that, but this also happened. Nope, it's always Bo don't know what she talking about, and this is what happened as an adult. And so I'm good. Don't worry about it.
So
I
real.
don't know what you mean by that, but we do have conscious rappers that's being signed. You have Mos Def, you have Twilio Kweli, um, what's her boy name? Um, he
I'm
always
gonna
in the
get to him,
Rihanna, what's one of
he's
them?
always in the green fit.
Toby.
Toby, right? We have countless conscious rappers out there. The problem is that the majority don't want to listen to them.
So that's why I
They not
wanted to
they
challenge.
not getting spins. They not getting spins in the club. They not getting spins on the radio. You know what I'm
I
saying?
wanted to challenge that real quick with just two particular things. Lupe came out with an album in 2012, I believe, and he was being heavily challenged by Sony and Atlantic Records to even be able to get it out. And at the same time, what was being blasted and getting money put behind it was a song called Stupid Ho by Nicki Minaj. So that in itself is kind of where we're talking about conscious rappers actually meeting the media monopoly and being stopped while there is a catapulting of trash rap from that same media monopoly. we can look at present day and look at the company that is behind Sexy Red, which is Gamma. That's $1 billion media company that is primarily behind a person that is responsible for degradation of behavior in our community. But that is a part of a media monopoly that is pushing trash while simultaneously trying to give hurdles to what is conscious. So although I can agree that there will be, folks that want to click on the garbage, we also got to look at the fact that there are billions of dollars behind making sure that you only see garbage.
Yeah. So what I will push back on you is right because traditional. Damn. All right, you're right.
It's almost like I don't even be saying the same thing. That's crazy.
That's why I was.
Let me. I'm talking.
You ain't even let me respond to it because I don't even agree with that up for.
Real quick on because so traditionally, I understand the idea that these $1 billion companies are pushing these mega artists to try and reach us, but we come from an era where each individual city had its own rap that we listened to. It's not like that anymore, right? Where Baltimore, people who lived in Baltimore, they woke up and they listened to Baltimore rappers who weren't signed, right? They listened to Baltimore, I'm from Philly, right? So before Meek Mill was ever signed, my entire city only listened to Meek Mill, Joey Jihad, Quilly Mills, all of these guys, AR Ab, right? We wasn't listening to mainstream artists. That was on the radio. The same gangster music that's telling a story. We listen to that from people who aren't signed. And in every city, it's the same, right? People from Cali, they listen to their Cali rappers. These people don't gotta be signed. Before Nipsey got signed, he was but Nipsey different though. But that's my point is that I get them people over there, they're going to put money behind something to see what sells because they're trying to make money. That's their business model. But I don't want to deny the fact that we love the bullshit. We love the bullshit, whether the big people is pushing it, because they wasn't pushing that in my city. All of the city rappers, that's what we we even made DVDs, and that's all we used to watch was the local people, the local guy with a camera who got a camera, and he yo, I'm gonna record all the rappers in the city. Yep. And we watched those DVDs all day. We bought them out the bootleg, man, and all that type of stuff. So yep. I'm just saying that to push back on the idea that it's the other people pushing this music on us. And I think that no, it's our music, right? And like Bo said, it's telling a story. Everything that Meek Mill says was telling a story, was teaching you about the culture. However, it's I think that we got fault here.
What you just described was regional.
It goes back to the accountability thing. If we all know that Sexy Red is trash, it doesn't matter how much money they put behind her. If she trash and we all agree that we're not going to listen to her, the motherfucker's not going to listen to her. The same way with clothes, right? If Avrex was cracking at one point and they pushing it out there, right? And let one person say, man, we not wearing this trash no more. Boy, you got on Avrex, boy, it's a wrap. It don't matter how much money you put behind it. If we catch you outside in some Avrex, we're going to talk about you.
So real quick, my fault.
Hold on, let me finish.
My fault.
With that being said, it doesn't matter, bro. We control the market. We are the ones that bring the demand. If there's no demand for the person, then they're not going to put it out. Prime example, Lupe. I fucks with Lupe. He from the crib. Niggas not listening to Lupe, bro.
So
let's keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying?
But we gotta keep it a buck with the fact that a hurdle had to be put in front of him though. That's what I'm saying. That's the media monopoly.
Because he's not putting out music that people want to hear right then.
No, this is in 2012 when he was still cracking. They had to put a hurdle in front of him and put a cap.
Lupe was crack. Lupe
Food and Liquor was a good album. It was going to be Food and Liquor number 2.
That was his best.
Right.
One.
Food and Liquor number 2 is coming out, and it's 2012. They putting a hurdle on him and putting a catapult on a song called Stupid Ho for Nikki. Now back to as far as what you described was actually a regional media monopoly. What ended up happening was a consolidation of radio and a consolidation of control, which is a monopoly. Now, I do agree that we do click on some bull, but I can't deny that if somebody can take over all of your radio stations and technology moves from DVD to just what's in the palm of your hand, and they control most of what's in the palm of your hand and that particular algorithm, I can't act like there's no fault over there. So I agree with both sides, but I'm not gonna act like we, you know,
bro, they can't control your algorithm. You just admitted to that earlier. We control the algorithm.
That's what Mont was saying. But for me, I could clearly go to my For You page and see tons of butts, and I don't look at butts online. So it's not that my algorithm or other.
Yeah, come on, man.
I'm serious. I'm serious. I ain't got time for it. I ain't got time for it.
I got an extra cap. I got an extra cap.
Oh my God! You know what?
I got the extra cap for DJ.
I should have known. I should have known. I should have known. I should have known. I tried to make too much sense.
It was a bad.
You're right. You're right. You're right. I was on a tightrope, Hank, and I tried to jump across instead of just walking slowly.
Hey, Mike, you know what?
I'm over here telling them about $1 billion companies. These niggas say, get the fuck out of here, nigga.
Yeah, Mike, you can't use Meek Mill no more, man. Don't claim Meek Mill as part of your city, man. We know what it is. You know, I ain't gotta go no further. Somebody might get triggered, so I'm gonna leave it alone.
Let me get this.
Hey, Rich, somebody in the chat said, my fault. Go ahead.
My life in the 1049 Jazz don't wear turtlenecks. She wear turkey necks. God bless. Here, but she don't believe in God. King Jamal 499, Naomi always looking calm and beautiful. You single? You ready to give a chance? Just saying. You can aid $2. African American women always good to me. I love her.
You gotta read his voice.
My life, you're entertained 499. Jazz got a turtle. Head with a turtleneck, a dysfunctional animal. God bless her. Freedom Flow TV, $2. The DoorDash Jazz order just got there. Hashtag off.
I'm actually on the phone, you weird ass nigga. And your mother's a dysfunctional animal, bitch.
Viz, who was the most popular rapper last year?
Hold on, let me go ahead and hit the 10 button. I thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Appreciate y'all patience. Do me a favor, hit that like button on your way out. Thursday show tomorrow. Y'all be easy. Make sure y'all support everybody on the panel.